In this era where gods run rampant, everyone mocks Hua Xia for having no gods. All because the statue placed on the Dragon Nation's illusory divine platform, manifested Saint True Lord, has not been recognized by anyone to this day. You simply need to call the right name to summon the deity, but the punishment for failing the illusory god ritual is total annihilation of body and soul. So after hundreds of contestants from the Dragon Nation lost their lives, no one dared to try again. But when I spoke its true name in my livestream, all I got in return was ridicule across the internet. The whole screen is filled with, "What the dog doing?" Turns out, this is a world covered in countless god statues. If you recognize the deity, you can contract and summon it. But in this world, the Dragon Nation suffered a break in civilization. 90% of the gods can't be recognized, resulting in the loss of national power and being suppressed by foreign nations. So, I've decided to open a deity identification livestream channel. Chief Deity Identifier Yang Jian begins business today. Highlight: this account specializes in Dragon Nation native divine artifacts. Foreign odd and minor gods, please go elsewhere. Just one super rocket gift. Honest and fair. Guaranteed 100% identification accuracy. As I sat alone in front of my old computer desk, after starting the live stream, I waited for the viewers to enter. While absent-mindedly scrolling through news on my phone, my popularity dropped by 500 points instantly. Host successfully exchanged for a first-tier deity statue mystery box. Lucifer, who was recruited by the Dark Church of the Beacon Country. Lancaster witnessed the awakening of a Sakura Nation deity. Everyone wasn't offended, and was quickly poached with a high salary. China has seen no native gods awaken in nearly 50 years. Experts claim the Dragon Nation has no gods. Hovered a crystal-clear jade python. White snake woman. Deity level increases by 5 solar terms. A stunning lifelike face. Reading these glaring headlines, the chest slowly opened. Popularity had reached 2,500 points. Word of the White Wuchang incident has already spread. And love serving as minions for those guys. Scared Sushan nearly to death. 2 units of strength. Here, mythology mirrors reality. My gaze turned strange. 100 years ago, ferocious beasts flooded into the human world. A student from Binhai High School successfully resonated with, and a torrential downpour came crashing down. Suddenly, a young man pointed at the sky and shouted, "Whoa, look, guys." Boom! Thunder roared across dozens of miles. Yet fate plays tricks. This parallel world's Dragon Nation. As long as the soul remains, everyone looked up. Lightning flashed. It looked both sacred. Where's the darn moderators? Within the clouds, causing the Dragon Nation's elite to dwindle. With massive losses. A mature, mysterious female voice, transforming into milky white light. But out of trust, this is a deity from Dragon Nation. Meanwhile, Zhao Mingshu and her brother at the Zhao Manor. I was stunned, my face full of shock. If it was luck before, I'm bound to be. The genius of Yamata no Orochi. Or exclusive magic tool. What does that mean? A tidal wave of negative news. Is a transmigrator from Earth. I logged off the stream, slightly aggrieved, bringing disaster with them, becoming a transcendent. A 1,000-year-old snake demon willing to give up immortality for love. With this gloomy look, Athena, at the same time, and you can wield divine power to fend off external threats. That's downright idiotic. I composed myself for my forceful rebuke. Aren't you afraid of biting your tongue from blowing so much hot air? I instinctively glanced around. I awakened the deity identification. A perfect figure. It's a piece of cake to choose a high-quality item when the time comes. Anyway, us outsiders don't know much. Bai Wuchang is the envoy in charge of soul collection. Popularity points not only unlock cultivation plans. With a completely baffled look on his face. I can't help with that either, sorry. What's with the foreign minor god statement? He grabbed the phone directly. I automatically acquire one of their abilities. The streamer's ignorant comments. Now, in his mind, hey, we'll see soon enough. Encountering Ghost Commander. Hee, here comes the fox's tail, huh? This is clearly Bai Wuchang, one of the 10 evil commanders of the underworld. But I have no quantity limit. Being able to decorate a bedroom with divine artifacts. My temper flared up instantly. Unlocked. Are already established. This isn't just starting at the starting line. It does make sense. A white mark appeared on the chubby boy's forehead. My soul dies for Dragon Nation. And saw the livestream room already packed with viewers. It's impossible to awaken a true deity. Hardly got in the car. 100% identification success? I'm counting on this deity. Ganoderma grown by Antarctic Immortal Elder. Nurturing method, consume 50 popularity points to unlock. Its giant snake eyes shone like lanterns, illuminating the sky. Strengthening my own power is the top priority. Ding, partial Nuwa statue pinned. I can't use them for long periods. But it's just luck? The streamer is bragging like crazy. Unbelievably pretentious. But when I read the comments on the public screen, for the streamer's backbone alone, a bet is a bet, I accept my loss. Just a high-tier deity. How broke can you possibly be? Demanding a super rocket gift right off the bat. It's definitely true strength now. You must be desperate for money. Streamer, do you know which god of wealth this is? I admit, I've got a bias against those winged bird people. Forget about 200,000. That tycoon spent so much money. Those are noble Western deities. And you get a chance to connect with me in the live stream. I've imagined countless possibilities. The streamer scolded them perfectly. This deity statue is not a god of wealth. Those depend on the quality of the identified god. I sneered coldly. With a skinny and tall frame, unlocking the awakening secret method requires 50 popularity points. Get that 200,000 back for me. I'm born a Dragon Nation citizen. At the same time, I've asked several so-called masters to examine it before. But you traitorous, spineless rats, following the laws of yin and yang. What did you say? No one can recognize them. Doesn't long for their own gods to descend? Change is coming to Dragon Nation. It got my blood boiling. A pale face, lifeless. I'll never betray my homeland. Gave a super rocket to the streamer. Stop wasting your time here. This streamer's vision is too narrow. I'll support them unconditionally. It spoke human language. Next, follow my instructions. Dragon Nation has been without a new god for 50 years. A dazzling array of items appeared. I really want to see what supernatural trick you'll pull off. Heartlessly shattered everyone's expectations of top tycoons. I joked, even though his family is nation-level wealthy, waiting to see the streamer get exposed and fail. The streamer is about to strike it big, if he does get played. So this is what having a cheat feels like. If you can awaken Hei Wu Chang, is an official deity in Dragon Country's underworld system for daily cultivation, and get straight to the point. Just send a super rocket gift. A mere 100 super gifts. Only the faint outline of her legs under the dress is visible. Damn, Lobo is stealing our country's deities. I can let you choose any divine artifact from the Zhao family. Sakura Country sure loves to brag. About half the height of a person. Never expected my first business on opening day. Borrowing the umbrella is indeed the critical turning point, with all sorts of eerie wonders. You can't always make one person pay the price, and will require extra fees. Just to be clear up front. Even if you could authenticate it, so what? Scammer. That was her first thought. Hey, handsome. I happen to have a peculiar deity statue on hand. This whole house is stocked with divine artifacts. As the camera zooms in, my pupils dilated. Before my words even finished. Special launch effect user. And can directly channel divine power into myself. He doesn't care about the risks at all. Then I began to reveal the real origins of this deity in a mysterious manner. Thanks for your generous support, boss. Immediately interrupted me. Absolutely impressive generosity. Many experts have identified this as a god of wealth. The connection was established. The ordinary-looking statue on screen. The screen split in two. The atmosphere was suffocatingly luxurious. At my cramped room, barely 10 square meters. What on earth is this mess? The contrast was truly brutal. Ding, congratulations host, successful identification. If you compare people, you'll die. Where did this one suddenly come from? The jade stones are all beings of this kind. It had been a bright sunny day. I'm done arguing with these haters. As for the follow-up awakening keys and cultivation plans, if you compare goods, you'll throw them out. 3 seconds of silence for the streamer. This is wild. God, all those shiny things are actually divine artifacts. But the face of this deity is way too creepy. Even the national-level Divine Artifacts Museum in the capital. It can bring someone back to life. It was just sunny a second ago. If you can find both Bai Wuzhang variants, but also rare rewards. To be precise, he looked at me. A graceful young woman approaches. For popularity points, one black and one white, or objects imbued with divine power. Would Dragon Country have gone 50 years with no gods? Their value far exceeds that of ordinary deities, and calmly spoke. And they're priceless and rarely available. But none could name it. Even through the screen you can feel the chill. There are only a handful of people in the world who can do that. Better keep it just in case. And a young man with a plump, pale physique. Master, how exactly should Bai Wucheng be cultivated? Divine Bai Wucheng. I nodded confidently, with the key info in hand. He's covered in all kinds of golden divine artifacts. Forget it, forget it. The direction the giant python disappeared was exactly the location I gave them. He practically wants wealth rivaling nations written on his forehead. Can you help me take a look at it? Is suddenly revealed. The figure looks extremely sinister. Kong Chang was dumbfounded right away. Are recruited by overseas forces. Wearing a ghostly white robe. I curled my lips into a cold smile. Dragon Nation's gods have been silent for ages. And a fierce face. Current popularity remaining, 2,000 points. Streamer, please tell me. It's not that hard. Made everyone in the live stream super curious. Hardly anyone can identify native divine artifacts. Those solo donations aren't as much as super chats. My eyelids twitched wildly hearing that. What god of wealth are you talking about? Use your psychic power to connect with the deity statue. Don't we only have one true god of wealth in Dragon Country, Zhao Goming? The hat says, make money instantly. So it does seem like a god of wealth. Gods of wealth are supposed to look happy. Hey, getting my popcorn ready. Made me feel like my soul was about to be harvested. Domestic deities just don't look as good as foreign ones. And took a deep breath, and all insisted it was a god of wealth. Over there it's goddesses or angels. Chime congratulations, host, identification successful. A massive white python, stretching thousands of meters, rolled through the clouds. ID, only money left. How is this neither human nor ghost? Ding, congratulations, host, you've obtained the divine ability, Ghost Command. Are simply tarnishing the Dragon Nation's reputation, spilling out a sacred glow. Not the god of wealth? I'd decline even if you paid me to display it. It just feels unlucky. Instantly, the statue's information appeared in front of me. Dark clouds rolled in. System notification. Popularity 2.0. They're also one of the co-founders of the official divine think tank. 200,000 is nothing for their family, but of course! Sadly, viewers can only hear her voice. The Fengdu Ghost City rises from the famous mountain. And if you ask me, its quality is definitely not low. Dragon Country has been quiet for 50 years. You have to know, no stellar gods have appeared. Of course I know. Dragon Nation Demon Clan, Bai Sujin. Let alone a high-quality one. The umbrella borrowing, just like in Lady White Snake's story. Behind her, streamer. Which deity is this, really? He had never heard of this kind of awakening method. Those foreign-worshipping fools should just leave. Don't get too excited yet. If given to a deity, awakening method, consume 50 popularity points. All heads turned upward. My status was equal to his elder sisters. Water tribe items. Oil paper umbrella. Immortal elder Ganoderma. Mr. Yang Jian, if you really had this skill, unlocking the cultivation guide requires 50 popularity points. I fell silent, just like the transcenders from Sichuan's Yudu region. I was leisurely sipping my tea, collecting the souls of the deceased from the world of the living, and bringing them back to the underworld. At this moment in the live stream, Wu Chang refers to impermanence. When I first crossed over, moments later, but the most noticeable feature is the tall hat, is the legendary Bai Wucheng. A golden gown shines brilliantly in the sunlight. As for the tall hat labeled Instant Wealth, the deity statue in your hand, even though I contracted a Fusang god, will I get rich or not? Surged through my body out of nowhere. In the extremely luxurious courtyard, not by much. Is this your so-called appraiser? Non-Dragon Nation gods won't be accepted. Instead, they felt relieved after so long. One rocket is worth 20 popularity points. My voice startled the viewers. Rewarding the good and punishing the bad. Unlocking everything costs 200 popularity points. Viewers online nearly hit 1 million. So it's Miss Xiao. I stared at the screen, with a peculiar look in my eyes, whose main duty is to travel between the living and the dead. As soon as I said that, even more convinced I'm a fraud. All these divine artifacts in this house. The no-God theory for Dragon Nation was proven long ago. So why would he be able to do it now? Yet this random streamer dares to claim identification. Did make my poor heart, waiting for my next words. 100 rockets. Feed some shadow attribute divine materials. I cleared my throat. Attribute affiliation, yin, is practically instant wealth overnight. But who among the people of this land? Stop dreaming, you guys upstairs. That chubby guy just now is her brother, Shao Kongcheng. You can pin one item in the shop monthly. My mouth twitches. I'm well versed in Dragon Nation's deities. I'll probably have to pour some cold water on this tycoon. Open the deity statue mystery box. Release psychic power. But the hat clearly says instant wealth in big letters. And this is only an advanced deity. It's in place. Do you still want to try awakening it? In just a few minutes. Don't bother reasoning with the streamer. But that daily 100 super rockets promise. Divinity type, yin god. Then I spent 200 popularity points. White snake type, demon deity. Giving a heroic pat on the chest and promising, streamer, just call out the true name of a god statue to awaken it. As the identification process is completed, not the god of wealth. Can't let the scammer get away with it. I helped young Master Zhao with the identification. My words were like thunder in everyone's mind. A profound and mysterious power. Honestly, that's quite possible. Doesn't matter which deity it is. Unlocked Bai Wuchang's awakening and cultivation. Streamer, I promise you, in the palace of the underworld air, everything in sight was made of gold. Miss. Absolutely no problem. After all, these traitorous rats. And now they're promising a minor streamer can pick a divine artifact. Bro, be smart. Holy crap, it's the great Nuwa. Her beauty is stunning. Would run into such a god-tier tycoon. This is the first awakened heart deity in Dragon Country in 10 years. Exuding confidence and authority. Taking a sip of water to clear my throat. First, let me correct something. It's absolutely exhilarating. A famous ghost god. I paid over 200,000 for this. I've already learned this deity's origin. I don't have time to waste with you. It's actually a legendary ghost deity from the underworld. What's wrong with only identifying our own gods? Just a small streamer with under 1,000 followers. Appears on screen, with both present. Tar 1 deity statue blind box, 500 points. 3 progressions. I'll complete it once I hit 500,000 popularity points. Only barely related. Attribute, water, quality, superior. Skills, flooding Jinshin, jade transformation. Dragon Nation demon clan, white python. This Wuchang ghost. That depends on luck. Meanwhile, stop keeping us in suspense already. ZBN is a sheep. Even though I can wield divine powers with a mortal body, at the eagle eye position of the Taiji diagram's young fish. On screen. And this deity is definitely high quality. Probably within a year. And still couldn't get one small streamer sorted out. So many top scholars in Dragon Nation haven't solved it in 50 years. A yin god from our Dragon Nation. This young master always keeps his word. But is this the same as getting rich in the secular sense? From head to toe, with the sound, Bai Wucheng Zibayan, and wickedly enchanting. Now drawing a unique reward from Bai Wucheng for you. Are you tired of living? This isn't the manner. 3 are normal quality. And my life, and replied honestly. Sorry for being forward. And my mind was instantly filled with many obscure and cryptic spell marks. Kongqian, what are you messing around with? I marveled to myself. I won't argue with you. Its significance goes far beyond money. She exudes noble elegance. After a brief silence, a scarlet long tongue hangs down from the mouth to the chest. She carries natural elegance in her every gesture and smile. But I can understand. Keep pretending then, let's see what you come up with. He ranks among the 10 commanders of the underworld. Bai Wuchang's detailed attribute panel appears clearly. Divine quality, advanced. Unique skill, soul reaping. Unlocking the advancement path requires 100 popularity points. And disappeared in my direction. I frowned tightly. But even if he identifies it, so what? looking at the jaw-dropping numbers on the panel. This trash system, without hesitation. If I come across a holy quality deity in the future, if I try again, I might not be so lucky. And all advancement secrets at once. There are two, one black, one white. I'm sure this chubby guy in front of me is loaded. Have you been kneeling so long you can't stand up? After exchanging contact info backstage, that's a ghost deity. Have roots growing in their knees. A flood of dense comments crashes in. Don't the folks upstairs have any sense? I've seen a lot of streamers trying to hype themselves up for views. I spoke directly into the mic to rebuke them. Would pale in comparison. I bet they're just a crowd-pleasing scammer, and is divided into two respected deities, Hai-Watching and Bai-Watching. But you say it's a negative deity, trying to hype it up like it's real. I'm literally born at the finish line. The system notification sounds blast in my ear one after another. This reign is really strange. Suddenly, something occurred to him. Kongchen couldn't wait and pressed for details. Streamer, that should be enough sincerity, right? Skillfully rubbed my thumb and index finger in front of the camera. No one in Dragon Nation V has awakened a new deity in 10 years. Do you really think a small streamer is capable of that? In this world plagued by monsters and demons, among them, one is high quality. Everyone held their breath, feeling the power surging inside me. Glad I had the foresight. The creator goddess. Don't let this scammer trick you. I ignored the comments the entire time. Nowadays in Dragon Nation, I stared intently at the statue. Suggest reporting directly to the police. I calmly asked, since it's not a god of wealth. Kongcheng didn't bother with the comments at all. With his financial power, and plenty are sarcastic. If you have just a little money. Zhao Mingsu's expression changed slightly. I have a feeling this streamer is about to become famous today. No surprise, that's an underworld soul harvester. Beauty agrees. This statue must be from our Sakura nation. So what? Does that make you all so mad? In an instant, dazzling gift effects fill the screen. Popularity points 100. My real identity. I examined the statue. Of course, guaranteed satisfaction. Have people really stooped to living off scams? Without hesitation, I spent 200 popularity points. Bai Wuchang's attribute panel is refreshed and renewed. Unknown streamer goes live from Divine Artifact Museum. The comments in the live stream became slightly subdued as the notification ended. Oh, I'll tell you later. This is clearly a total scammer, along with countless statues of gods in various forms. You're just a small streamer. Now remember every word I say. And demons rampage in this high-powered world. People in the stream also mocked. System, pin the partial Nuwa statue in the shop. He obediently picked up the statue and rushed outside. And I saw a lavish bedroom before me. The underworld soul harvester of Longguo. His doubts are actually reasonable. The scene before us. Zhao Jia, got it. But his tone is helpless. It's more lavish than a palace. Reading the information. Draw a Taiji diagram on the ground. Revives the dead and restores flesh to bones. Kongcheng was focused, following my directions. Dragon Country's decline is just a matter of time. I apologize for what I said earlier. Its scales gleamed brightly. He immediately turned to me and asked, Master. A melodious, pleasant voice rings out. Baian is also called Seventh Lord. You can exchange reward money from the live stream. Now I'm about to start the awakening. You can summon souls of deceased beings below high quality. The girl's pupils contracted. Kongcheng, who told you that? Let me finish awakening Bai Wuchang first. Bai Wuchang, yes. Her strength shouldn't be weak. A Western miracle, the fallen angel. This is Bai Wuchang. Colorful radiance shone through the gaps. Impossible. Which rich family heir did this? Plus advanced techniques. The sun reappeared. How could it be a yin god? The comments in Zbion's livestream exploded instantly. I found an appraiser. We need to hurry and go pick up Mr. Yang Jian. Popularity points plus 20. The girl glanced at my streaming room. Suddenly thunder erupted. Also sensed the commotion. Did you lose your mind? And turned my gaze again. A prompt from the system chimed. Sis, according to the road, that's the way. My eyes flashed gold. Any one of them is worth a fortune. As you wish. You actually believe this nonsense. You need to find Bai Wuchang's divine artifacts. Only 200,000. Kongcheng was stunned when he heard this. What if it really works? Rain starts as soon as it's mentioned. Traveled here.
He's angry.
The chubby guy spoke excitedly, leaping 3 levels in a row from level 39, tier 3. As the event hit the news, there isn't anything they can do. If this is a trash deity, god of wealth? As the camera switched, to keep his brother from falling deeper, pretending to be the appraiser and making stuff up. Stop making a fool of yourself with these cheap tricks. Some money can't be earned just by saying some spooky nonsense. Black and white duel. Tremble fiercely. The flame of civilization will be completely devoured. Longo has broken a 50-year no-deity curse. The comments shifted their tone. Finally, someone with clear thinking quickly reported. His mental power surged drastically. Among them are the Wuchang ghost officers. Total fraud. Can't you kick out those who worship only foreign stuff? Communicating calmly. The awakening method isn't complicated. Just now, the look in that deity's eyes. It's probably a low-level deity. What's next? I cleared my throat. Just follow what I say. 500 popularity points. Forget it, I'll just try it. If I could really awaken a deity, I could even shell out 20 million. Dragon Nation V hasn't awakened a true deity in 10 years. HMPH. Hope you won't regret it. Full of confidence. Spiritual power +2. I'm a bit speechless. Advancement method. Consume 100 popularity points. With extensive connections. Vastly increase combat power. I continued, your family is known as a museum of divine artifacts. Quickly find an open area, which can bring a bit of good luck. Why don't we make a bet? A bunch of mindless trolls. Only when the summoner fulfills the contract will anything happen. The girl sneered. Sure. The audience in the Zhao family's livestream was shocked, and I quickly sent a video connection request. I nodded with satisfaction. The Zhao family is the #1 superhuman family in Dragon Nation. Even a low-level deity could cause a major earthquake. The Zhao family is known as the Divine Artifact Museum. Their private collection includes divine items from around the world. My stream's popularity skyrocketed. Everyone was stunned. Where's all this confidence coming from? Zhao Mingshu is a level 68 tier 6 superhuman. Are extraordinarily rare treasures. Epic quality, representing wisdom and war. Meanwhile, several headlines shot up the trending lists on major platforms. It actually refers to the reward for those who deeply respect deities. She's also a top strategist in the Dragon Nation's official think tank. Congratulations, host, you received the item, Immortal Elder Ganoderma. Secretly delighted. Lurking haters immediately tried to stir things up. Moments later, I calmed down. As soon as I finished speaking, but almost everyone was just there for the hype. My apologies. The audience's attention shifted back to me. This is the allure of superpowers. This is any divine artifact from the Zhao family. Forming a pact with a deity. I promise to send you 100 super rockets every day from now on. After thinking for a moment, I said loudly, I have nothing in the world. Everyone rushed to take cover from the rain. You can count on me. Sanai Jian froze in place. Offending Miss Zhao. People immediately thought of me. Zeiss. To be honest, I'll wager my own life. I appeared calm. Most people in the stream expected me to chicken out. Fine, let's bet. If you win, this plot twist, recite its true name. Who knows when I'll see it again. Damn, the streamer is crazy. Don't tell me you actually think you can escape. Unable to witness her appearance, with the Zhao family's power. Since the revival of mythology, even though I'm not there in person, I may not be an expert. Since you don't believe me at all, she could tell from my eyes, and shocked everyone. The results can be shared soon. But an innate self-assurance. No one has identified a true deity in 50 years. A real god. Where does this small influencer get his confidence? I calmly instructed Kongcheng over the microphone. I smiled slightly. We both made our wagers. Zhao Mingshu stopped holding back her brother. Swept through the Zhao family estate. The statue reflected a tall, white silhouette. A white robe fluttered in the wind. He ran to the camera. I'm just a beginner who has barely stepped into the realm of the extraordinary. She's seen a lot. I've finished drawing it. I checked the system in the store. Nurturing and awakening methods. Borrow the umbrella from Lady White Snake's statue. Just above the black dot. The chubby guy came back soon. And have both together on site then. Life is unpredictable. You can join our Lighthouse Nation citizenship, hence black and white impermanence. With big characters reading, make money instantly. Deity. The chubby guy shouted anxiously. Go put the deity statue where the young fish eagle eye is. Black is evil, white is good. Radiating mature elegance. Live stream system. Zhao Kongcheng finished drawing the Taiji diagram. Only then did he merge into the chubby boy's body. This rain is way too weird. Meaning thanks to the deity. Making a contract with just a high-tier deity.
Time.
Rubbing his hands. Bro. Making the well-known money gesture. In charge of guiding souls in the underworld. One of the 10 top commanders in the underworld. At the Zhao family manor. Our Kimchi nation was the first on Blue Planet. This is clearly a deity from our Kimchi nation. Now, you just need to stand inside the diagram. Repeat what I just said. I'll probably go bankrupt. That's all there is to it. Awakening a deity isn't just about saying its name. But you just gloss over it with a few random lines? She couldn't figure it out. Dragon Nation has countless appraisers. Enough small talk. What's your wager? For now, I'll use it as a life-saving tool. Miss Zhao. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and actually awaken something. For a rare god identification opportunity. Nor could they awaken the god of wealth. Zhao Mingshu looked on from a distance with disdain. Pounded my chest for assurance. Don't worry. Fierce yet dignified. Just pure bluffing if you ask me. Something happened on the chubby guy's side. The chubby guy was surprised. Host, please drip a drop of your own fresh blood. Dragon Nation's gods don't make things hard for Dragon Nation's people. Those so-called contracts are only for certain deities. Then, following my words, he stood inside the Taiji diagram. I recalled the TV storyline. To a maximum of 10 contracted gods. Just as I finished reciting, she exclaimed in shock. Everyone was in total shock. They looked at me like I was a monster. Dragon Nation V's first star god in 10 years. But I have no idea how to do it. About to be awakened.
Honestly.
In just 10 minutes. No one was tipping. Obviously jealous of the power of foreign gods.
Classic sour grape syndrome.
The chubby guy on the other end of the mic asked urgently. Yang Jian, never heard of such a character. I can spot it instantly. Trying to scam the Zhao family. He's got plenty of ways to make me regret it. Many who awaken foreign gods. Blind streamer. After all, Dragon Nation V hasn't produced a new deity in 10 years. Zhao Kongcheng kept studying the awakened by Wu Zhang. As long as it can be awakened. Since Miss Zhao is offering such a generous condition. Points unlock. Keeps popping up like endless waves. Sis, I did it. The statue says, 1 arrow brings wealth. If the appraisal succeeds, I could pick a divine artifact from the Zhao family. Amongst the doubts are plenty of disdainful foreign-worshipping remarks. My account's popularity points soared to 2020. Mother of all things. Tongue-clicking, I said, Miss Bai. Even those that can do it once are rare. I do it too. Who knows if they're just making things up? Dragon Nation has no gods. Are you really expecting a minor streamer? Even the oldest sacred artifacts. Totally risk money, not life. Weather service said no rain for the week. If you can awaken Hei Wu Chang. Drawing Taiji patterns on the ground. I replied bluntly. I'm taking a gamble exchanging points for a first-tier deity mystery box via the system. May I borrow your umbrella? Dragon Nation's fate is declining.
Tell me.
Their influence is huge. The comment section turned into a battlefield. Zhao Mingsu's voice was icy. Bullshit. It should be from our Kimchi Nation. I appeared calm. They're usually items once carried by deities themselves. I looked a bit embarrassed. Glowing blood red. Dragon Nation people just love to fool themselves. Once again stunned viewers in the streaming room. Now mental deities are reviving again? But just then, so I know the artifacts used by each deity. Zhao Mingshu interrupted her brother. The comment barrage suddenly stopped. Everyone stopped breathing. Plus, a person can only bond with 10 deities in a lifetime. A beam of light appeared out of thin air in front of me. I snapped out of it. He became a divine envoy. Suddenly shot out a beam of black and white light. Straight up into the sky. A chilling, eerie but divine aura. But with the shop refreshing daily, what the heck is with this weather? After a moment, a hint of satisfaction flashed in his eyes. 4 words. 1 arrow brings wealth. Shone on the tall hat. Glowing blood red. Is this the legendary golden tail? and can only command them in battle. A moment later, I looked at the computer screen and emigrated to the land of the lighthouse. A long tongue hanging over the belly, fierce yet dignified. Bai Wuchang's ethereal voice echoed out. He obviously knows my current value. As long as you help me awaken it, I'm really looking forward to the Zhao family treasury too. Kong Cheng nodded firmly. Advancement method. Bring 8 tiers of true human love. A pale face, lifeless. A bizarre deity statue about a foot tall. Return the money immediately. Patiently. 500 popularity points. And hold a kind heart, now that he gave his promise. I don't want to give up. It was a scrutinizing, evaluating gaze. A long tongue hanging over the belly. I blurted out, that's Lady White Snake Bai Sujin. Foreign pantheons. Has a chance to unlock a high-quality deity. Innately suppresses souls. That aura is terrifying even through the screen. Then he looked toward the live stream. The chubby guy got scolded harshly. Drawing Bai Sujin's reward for you. Second, as I just said, I just don't want to waste my money on a fraud. It was like dropping a bomb in deep water, causing huge ripples. Sheer volume made up for it. Amazing! Hurry up and explain! Becoming a level 42, tier 4 extraordinary. Reciting lines to a stone statue is really awkward. Zhao Kongcheng opened his eyes and connected with white impermanence, so-called divine artifacts. After drawing in the power, his aura changed dramatically. And I even broke through to level 42. The chubby boy excitedly ran to Zhao Mingzhu. Within 1 kilometer, the giant python dove downward. The first divine spirit awakened in 50 years. He could sense it was of high quality. It's a harsh reality, as I explained at length, yet it had a soul-crushing presence even rare deities lacked. This is Dragon Nation V's first star deity in 10 years. 99% of active deities are foreign gods. The stalled chat flooded in like a tidal wave. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. What kind of being is that? They have a natural suppressive force on souls. I bet its quality is at least high tier. Collecting all fragments can awaken the true great goddess Nuwa. The streamer really is a legend. Come on, tell me the specific awakening method. Seeing the chubby guy halfway through the Taiji diagram, a bronze chest engraved with mysterious rune patterns appeared. It makes people feel a sense of fear. A 50-year record was broken so easily. Suffered a severe cultural disconnection. Not a single super rocket a day will be missing. Her eyebrows furrowed. Tar 1 divine artifact blind box, 500 points. Damn, I'm going to get money from my wife. This beautiful woman must be Miss Zhao Mingshu, the eldest daughter of the Zhao family. Whenever I successfully identify a god or divine item, you have to make some agreement with the deity. Just the name alone suggests this deity is insanely powerful. I only want Longo's deities. She molded humans and mended the sky. Longo civilization is making a comeback, but never expected it'd be Lady White Snake, while everyone was caught up with the system. Look how cocky you guys are. Is that so? The chubby guy seemed half understanding. But I wasn't worried at all. The girl thought I was stalling for time. Even mortals can unleash supernatural power when owning them. That meant he had made a contract with Bai Wuzhang. The channel's principle doesn't change. It's easy enough to awaken rare deities from overseas. Only then can the deity be awakened. A young master of the Zhao family. That's pretty embarrassing. Its outline gradually became clear. The wind stopped. The rain ceased. A pure white dress. The ones most upset are the foreign viewers. I'm applying for World Heritage status tomorrow. He identified it for me. People from Longo are so backwards. They're so happy over a high-tier deity. 1 pinning opportunity left this month.
Exactly.
Worth a fortune. Decorating a bedroom with divine artifacts. Raises would attribute deity level by 1. And calmly said, pretending to be composed, I do recognize this deity. From today onward. I opened the shop. A crisp system notification rang in my mind. Let's skip the idle talk. But most importantly, that's half my assets. Unlock. Host identification successful. White impermanence is called Zibayan. Next time might be 100 years later. Right now, Zhao Mingshu was overwhelmed inside. Even the way he addressed me changed. And up to 10 are low quality. It's simple. I won't keep it a secret. My mind contains all the divine martial arts of Huasha, and dripped blood onto the chest. Since they paid for it. or soul-type creatures. He fixed his gaze on the screen. There are two ways. First, she stole this item to revive him. Ghostly aura filled the figure. You can ultimately reach legend quality. That's equal to 20,000 real cash. How shameless can you get? Basically, a yin god. I joked. I won. I put down my teacup. A dazzling rocket effect burst on the screen. Zhao's siblings preparing to awaken a Dragon Nation deity. Outside, crowds surged. Is way too greedy. The soul hook chain and wailing staff are incredibly rare in all of Longo. His brother's future would be ruined. Nurturing method. Consume water attribute divine material. Each found allows a rank up to perfect quality. For soul hooking Wuchang, he now had a profound, eerie, unfathomable presence. 2 deities awakened consecutively in Dragon Nation within a day. The quality automatically rises by 1 tier. In other words, the most incredible thing is just pocket change for him. But instead, I used my life as a wager. Anyone can see this is about money. To awaken a ghost, place Bai Wuchang's statue. Not only is this not a god of wealth, Zhao Mingxiu's change of attitude didn't surprise me. A deity that can advance 3 times. 2 years ago, she awakened a goddess from ancient Greek mythology, full of confidence. Too bad Longo's artifacts are all sealed away. Still want to get rich? Others are limited by soul strength. In just a few words. Note, 5 items refresh randomly daily. At that moment, he no longer dared to underestimate me. This high-tier deity could reach legend quality. That's the reveal. Except for the ability to identify the deities of Dragon Nation. So finding artifacts shouldn't be hard. As for finding the statue of He Wuchang, back then, Bai Sujin accidentally drank Realgar and revealed her true form. At this point. Meanwhile, I added one more sentence. But I know a thing or two about divine artifact appraisal. Not only can I appraise deities, I can evaluate divine artifacts as well. Artifacts in the hands of their rightful deities. It's very hard to pull off. Zhao Mingxiu could no longer hide her emotions. She looked at me with a complicated expression. I'll come pick you up right now. You can pick any artifact you wish from the Zhao family treasury, as a national strategic talent. Meanwhile, officials from every country were alerted. Tier 1 would attribute divine crystal, 200 points each. This valuable item would be wasted on a deity. Tier 1 deity talent blind box, 1000 points. Can be merged into the host's body. Let's be realistic. Partial Nuwa statue, 500,000 points. The remaining statue fragments are currently high tier. I used a fruit knife to cut my finger. My shock was mixed with delight. Nuwa the goddess, one of the first creation deities. Sushan or Zhao Qing must be present. Just imagine how powerful she'd be. The camera then shakes. Too bad the statue is incomplete. Most viewers don't believe in me. They could find you in minutes. Isn't this caused by that internet celebrity named Jiang Jian? That's about 50 million in tips. As long as I get famous enough, refreshes randomly each day. As for how to advance, that my confidence wasn't fake. And turned my gaze back to the white snake statue. Item pin for the month. No more chances left. Turns out all the fuss was for a ghost. Right after that, I turned my attention to the Tier 1 deity statue blind box. No pinning opportunities left. Right after that, I turned my attention to the Tier 1 deity statue blind box. I haven't made a pact with any deity yet. If I could summon the great goddess Nuwa, my spiritual strength is too low. Hurriedly boarding the car. If it was luck before, now it's definitely real skill. I'm sure I'll attract attention from multiple factions. Meanwhile, deep inside the Forbidden's Imperial City, in a mysterious room. The room is filled with people wearing Zhongsheng suits. They stare intently at 2 images on the screen. Chief, here are his details. Yang Jian, 23 years old. From Imperial Capital, both parents deceased. Graduated from Imperial Capital Academy, majoring in Dragon Country Ancient History. Excellent academic performance. Awakened mental power 2 years ago, but didn't form a contract with any divinity. Graduated a year ago. Participated in the excavation of Dragon Country's No.1 Divine Relic Valley. Because in the relic, that person suddenly stopped. Someone reminded, "Why did you stop?" Keep talking. It was because he was stimulated in the relic and developed severe mental illness. Has been recuperating at home ever since. Mental illness, that's right. They say he saw something. and then went insane. What did he see? According to records, it was a black tower and a giant bronze door. The crowd was puzzled. They hadn't heard that these things were excavated. All right, you may leave. By the way, bring the person in charge of No. 1 divine relic to see me. The leader waved his hand and said in a deep voice, Gentlemen, what do you all think about this matter? To participate in the No. 1 divine relic excavation, his background must be unquestionable. The decadal divine battle is about to begin. Maybe this young man is the key to breaking the deadlock. Regardless, just by his ability to identify Dragon Country's divinity, he's already a national treasure level figure. He must be specially protected. I agree. Let's protect him first and discuss later. Dragon Country has no divinity. It has always been constrained. My appearance gives them hope. All right, in that case, immediately send someone to pick up this young man. Coincidentally, the Zhao family has a bet with him, so let the Zhao family handle it. Inside my room, the sacred radiance fades away. The stone statue has been replaced by a stunningly elegant beauty. She gazes at me, a mix of familiarity and strangeness, finally piecing together my face. Husband, a pair of slender, fair arms slither up my neck like gentle snakes. My heart trembles. Suddenly, I open my eyes. Before me is Bai Suzhen's breathtaking face. What's this snake doing? If Sushan finds out, wouldn't he? Before me is Bai Suzhen's breathtaking face. What's this snake doing? If Sushan finds out, wouldn't he? Kill me. I instinctively break free from Bai Suzhen. Her moist eyes are tinged with dreamy emotion. Husband, her tender voice makes me shiver. What the hell, is she a snake demon or a fox spirit? I awkwardly remind her. Hey, you've got the wrong person. I'm not Suxian. No, you're my husband. Bai Suzhen shakes her head. Very earnestly. Even though 700 years have passed, I would never mistake you. No, I'm really not Suxian. My name is Yang Jian, your contract holder. I helplessly explain. Husband, you don't recognize me? Sadness shrouds Bai Suzhen's face. I'm about to explain further, when the attribute panel shows new info. Bai Suzhen's true form is a snake demon. Currently, it's emerging season. She is in heat. I'm completely confused. What? Even a 1,000-year-old demon goes into heat? That's totally absurd. I guess this is why she mistakes me for Suxian. Any divinity capable of advancement isn't a complete entity. These divinities have incomplete memories and powers. That's Bai Suzhen's current state. So it's not surprising she confuses people. Only by finding items for advancement and enhancing her powers can she get through this special phase. Otherwise, no one could handle this forever. To prevent indescribable incidents, I quickly said, you should stay in my mental space for now. Husband Bai Suzhen obviously doesn't want to. I gently comfort her. Be good. My old baby. I'm busy right now. I'll come find you when I'm done. After much persuasion, she finally agreed. Extraordinary ones have total control over seasonal divinities, can forcibly store them in mental space. But divinities are the source of power. Compatibility depends not only on mental strength, but also intimacy. If forced, compatibility decreases, even causing divinities to lose their masters, unless absolutely necessary. No one dares to do this. The room returns to calm. Bai Suzhen's passion is overwhelming. This must be the charm of a married woman. After calming myself, I open the attribute panel. My mental power upgraded after the seasonal event. 6 senses transformed. I became extremely sensitive to everything. Even with my eyes closed, I can sense my surroundings. Amazing, I look forward to this world even more. Judging from the time, the appointment with the Zhao family is approaching. Nothing to do, so I browse my phone. Almost every major platform is trending with news about me. Dragon Country awakened 2 divinities in one day. National fortune is about to revive. Imperial capital's coastal district saw the awakening of a Dragon Country divinity. Seems related to a young streamer named Yang Jian. No, 1 divine relic unearthed a mysterious divine statue, seemingly from an even older mythic civilization of Dragon Country. No, 1 divine relic. My pupil's contract. I open the news. The images inside make me look serious. Tiger body, human face. 9 heads imposing and divine. Kai Ming beast, a legendary beast guarding the gate of heaven. I, in this world, have seen it before. I was a divinity archaeology researcher. In the relic, I encountered an unspeakable weird crimson mist, a giant black tower rising to the heavens, chains and spells descending from the sky. In blurry memories, only a jade symbol stands out. Something sealed inside seemed to be begging for help, followed by a massive ancient bronze door. Mountains collapsed inside the door. Rivers dried up, ruins everywhere, utterly lifeless. It seems there was an unprecedented war. At that moment, I encountered this divine beast. It tried to throw me into the bronze door. I used all my strength to break free from the mist and escape. I reported this to the expedition team, but was dismissed as a lunatic. After being fired, the memories of my transmigration strangely didn't include the initial events. I didn't care at first, but now I realize no one divine relic is extraordinary, hiding a huge secret. Kai Ming beast guards the gate of heaven. So is the bronze door the heavenly gate? And what about the black tower? What is the black tower then? A knock interrupts my thoughts. It must be the Zhao family. I temporarily put aside my doubts and get up to open the door. Standing there is Xiao Kongcheng, exuding upstart vibes in all gold. Beside him stands the elegant and noble Zhao Mingshu. She looks dignified and beautiful in a gold dress, transcendent and exuding an untouchable authority. I guess this is Athena's vessel bearer. Master Yang, that's me. I'm Zhao Kongcheng. The chubby guy eagerly bounced in front of me. His eyes were filled with admiration. Mr. Yang, Zhao Mingshu politely greets you. Hello to you both. I smiled back at Mr. Yang. Zhao family's treasury has already opened for you. I'll take you now to choose a divine artifact. Zhao Mingshu got straight to the point. I got in the Zhao family's car. Zhao Mingshu barely said a word along the way. Instead, Zhao Kongcheng kept leaning closer to me nonstop. He was laying on the flattery thick. My eyelids were twitching nonstop. Is this really the Zhao family's young master? I couldn't be bothered to deal with him. I closed my eyes to rest. Zhao Mingshu, however, was observing me quietly. As the vessel bearer of the goddess of wisdom, she was the only one who couldn't see through me. The car soon arrived at Zhao family's estate. The vast, luxurious compound nearly covered the whole mountain. So rich. Ancient emperors probably didn't have a tenth of this. Half an hour later, we arrived at the main hall. The man in the main seat looked a bit like the siblings. He was the head of the Zhao family. I entered with composure and confidence. All eyes turned to me. Hello, elders. Well done. Young man, it's a blessing for Dragon Country to have you. The Zhao family head smiled in satisfaction. That's too kind, Zhao family head. Being a talent of Dragon Country is my blessing. A unique sense of pride radiated from me. Those words moved everyone. They could all sense my true patriotism. Absolutely genuine. Everyone's goodwill towards me soared. After a few polite pleasantries, I was brought to the treasury. The huge space was filled with treasures. Swords, spears, blades, halberds, silks, and brocades. At that moment, I finally understood why it's called the Divine Artifact Museum. All kinds of mythological artifacts from around the world could be found here. Silks and brocades. At that moment, I finally understood why it's called the Divine Artifact Museum. All kinds of artifacts from global mythologies are here. Zhao family head, may I start a live stream here? I was hoping to awaken the great goddess Nua, but I still needed much more popularity value. Perfect time to earn some rewards here. Of course you can. The Zhao family's treasury is guarded by countless mechanisms and powerful experts day and night. Even supernaturals can barely get in. Naturally, we're not worried. With approval granted, I happily started live streaming. The entire process was shown live. Zhao Family Divine Artifact Museum blew up the title screen. It instantly attracted countless viewers. As soon as they entered the stream, everyone was stunned. My popularity soared. Are there really this many divine artifacts? Probably only the Zhao family in the world could pull this off. It's enough to change anyone's life. Wow, the streamer is about to strike it big. Many of these artifacts were acquired from abroad, giving away things that belong to others. Zhao family is really shameless. I say Zhao family should return these artifacts to their original countries. Bunch of cowards. Some people have been kneeling so long they can't even stand up anymore. Eat enough crap. You really do turn into a dog. I glanced at the comments, responded with some sarcastic remarks. Soon, my attention went back to the treasury. Young man, as per my daughter's promise, you can freely pick one artifact from here. And also, to thank you for helping my son, our Zhao family would like to gift you one more. Hearing this, I raised an eyebrow, a bit surprised. It's free, no reason not to take it. Thank you, Zhao family head. Then I won't hold back. The comment section went wild. Wow, another free artifact. These are all from the Zhao family's collection. The lowest grade here is still rare quality. So far, only one deity has been identified among them. Do you guys really think he's the savior of Dragon Country or something? Only one. Don't forget, who knows who awakened today's white snake deity. It wasn't him who woke it up. Zhao Kongcheng helped me livestream with the phone. Seeing the doubts, he couldn't help but ask, Brother Yang, was it really you who awakened the white snake today? According to the Zhao family's investigation, it's been confirmed the white snake's awakening was connected to me. He only asked to shut down the haters, obviously trying to slap the trolls in the face. I responded calmly, oh, that's the divine being connected to my vessel. She was awakened by me just today. So that's Brother Yang's deity. Such might, such authority. Brother Yang, my admiration for you is like a river that never ends. Enough, I quickly stopped him. The trolls in the chat were left speechless. A lot of people felt vindicated. All my attention was on the artifacts now. Thanks to my knowledge of world mythology, I recognized most of them. Naja's Windfire Wheels, Verpaka's Universal Pearl Umbrella, Pigsy's Nine-Toothed Rake and Immortal Binding Rope, and even Western relics. That's the Sword of Victory of Freyr, the Norse sun and Windwolf god, a legendary flying artifact from myths. That's the Sword of Victory of Freyr, the Norse god of sun and wind, said to be able to fly and take an enemy's head automatically. But honestly, it's just a regular flying sword. Every cultivator in Dragon Country owns one. So common, they're everywhere. But the West treats it like a treasure. Ridiculous. I kept looking through things. Someone in the livestream asked, heard the streamer can also identify artifacts? Streamer, come show them your skills. Just look at his clueless expression. What could he possibly identify? If he could really appraise artifacts, he wouldn't be taking this long to choose. Haters are everywhere, just stirring up trouble. I noticed the comments and spoke calmly. Want me to identify an artifact? Send me a super rocket first. I'll appraise one artifact. No free rides here. Members of the Zhao family also gathered around. Some artifacts in Zhao's collection have unclear origins. They can't be used. If I could identify them, Zhao family's power would absolutely leap to the next level. They wanted to ask me to appraise something, but the chubby guy beat them to it. Directly sent 150 super rockets. Brother Yang, I promised to send you 100 super rockets every day. These 100 are for tomorrow. The other 50 are for the artifact identification fee. System prompt, ding. Popularity value increased by 3,000. I looked at him strangely. Does this count as being kept by the top donator? Rich people are just built different. I looked around for a suitable artifact and picked Naja's Windfire Wheels. Burning wheels. You can tell by a glance the quality is low. Zhao Mingshu said from the side. This wheel. I got it half a year ago, from an ancient site dating back to the Shang or Zhou dynasty. Even now, we still don't know what it does. Without saying a word, I began the appraisal. Windfire Wheels, a type of magical artifact. Attributes, wind and fire. Quality, rare. Power, wind and fire mastery, travel 1,000 miles a day. Usage, mode swap. Summon the Azure Phoenix or Fire Phoenix to unleash the power of wind and fire. When used by a matching deity, they can control the Windfire Wheels. Appraisal successful. Now drawing for your Windfire Wheels reward. Ding, congratulations, you've drawn. Wind and Fire Mastery Skill. You can fundamentally control wind and fire elements. Activation is by calling out to the Azure Luwan or Fire Phoenix. I explained everything in one breath and looked over at the chubby guy. Well, wanna try it out? After speaking, he glanced at the chubby guy. So, do you want to give it a try? Sure. He performed the spell in the open space. Alright, the chubby guy couldn't wait. Turns out, humans need to recognize ownership to use divine artifacts. You must immediately imprint your spiritual mark. But first, you need to fully understand the origin of the artifact. After recognizing the artifact, the chubby guy shouted, feeling warm inside. The fire phoenix released the wind and fire wheels, spinning out of his hands. Two gigantic spirit birds appeared as shadows. One male, one female. One represents wind, the other fire. Golden feathers with blue and red mixed in the fire phoenix. Its whole body is golden and ablaze. The two birds together, waving their feathers. Suddenly, a tornado appeared out of nowhere. A fierce energy swept through, tearing everything apart with sharp winds. Intense fires ignited around them. The flames surged, swallowing everything on the winds. The live broadcast room was in chaos again. Appraisal was successful. Such powerful energy. Is this the might of divine artifacts? And this is just one of them. If you recognized an entire warehouse of divine artifacts and found the true deity among them, I bet even gods would step back in awe. I think you're focusing on the wrong thing. The real terror isn't the artifacts, but the streamer who effortlessly recognized all the divine artifacts overlooked by Dragon Nation's deities. If this happened in any other country, he'd definitely be a national-level figure. I'm seriously wondering now, can the streamer even identify foreign deities? This is way too abstract. It's unreal. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready to appraise other artifacts. Suddenly, in an inconspicuous corner, I found the soul-dragging lock used by White Wuchang to advance. But that's not what caught my eye. What really drew me was the golden sword underneath it. One side depicts sun, moon, and stars. The other side mountains, rivers, and plants. It radiates a noble, regal, and divine aura. This is the Zhuanyuan sword. I was a bit in disbelief. Zhuanyuan's sword is an ancient divine weapon, exclusive to the human emperor. I never imagined it would show up in the Zhao family's treasury before I came. And it's just tossed in a corner like a pearl covered in dust. Clearly, the Zhao family doesn't know its worth. If not for me, who knows how long it'd just sit there collecting dust. I moved the soul-dragging lock aside. The moment I picked up the sword, a unique aura rushed toward me. Ancient scripts and patterns are carved into the blade. One side shows sun, moon, and stars. The other side mountains, rivers, and plants. The hilt depicts a dragon lamp shining in the sun. And the unification of the world. The whole sword is gold. One side of the zodiac shows unification of the world. The whole sword is gold. The zodiac aura dissipates easily. After close observation for a long time, I confirmed that this is indeed the holy Zhuanyuan sword. Its rank is definitely very high. It's the highest quality divine artifact I've ever seen. What's the streamer spacing out about? Is he interested in that golden sword? I bet he's thinking of melting down the golden sword and selling it as gold. The streamer browsed and picked for a long while, and finally chose a golden sword lying in the corner. That's so unambitious. If you don't understand, don't say random stuff. Who knows, maybe this golden sword is some ancient artifact. Ancient artifact, huh? Keep exaggerating. How many people could even smelt gold in ancient times? Viewers saw me staring at the golden sword for ages. Probably think I'm interested in its gold value. I ignored the chat. Holding the Zhuanyuan sword, I walked up to the Zhao family. My voice was firm. I want this sword. Of course, no problem. The head of the Zhao family smiled. However, can you tell us the name and history of this artifact? Even the chubby guy was curious. Seeing that Master Yang picked it, it must be extraordinary. At least a perfect grade divine weapon. We really can't recognize quality. Such a valuable divine weapon. Yet we let it sit all alone in a corner. Although it's not yet appraised. The chubby guy admired me wholeheartedly. He started buttering me up. I knew it. Short-sighted people. How much could a golden sword even sell for? Let's say it weighs 20 kilograms. Gold's price now is 600. A gram can sell for 600,000. That's actually quite a lot. The streamer is amazing. If you pick other artifacts, you can't guarantee they'll awaken. But this golden sword is a real valuable treasure. Come on, man. The streamer clearly has real skills. This golden sword definitely isn't just any treasure. No way the streamer would just sell it off. This bunch has never seen real wealth. Any of these artifacts from the Zhao family's vault could sell for tens of millions easily. Selling such artifacts as plain gold. The streamer isn't that dumb. The truly powerful treasures are all displayed proudly. The ones left in the corners, how powerful can they really be? They're the ones put on display. How powerful can they really be?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. The Zhao family is Dragon Nation's top extraordinary clan. Only what they value are actual treasures. You can't just make wild guesses. Even the Zhao family makes mistakes sometimes. So you mean you trust the streamer, but not the group of expert appraisers Zhao family hired at high salaries? But the streamer has already successfully appraised several times. So what?
He just got lucky a few times.
Nothing but flukes. Zhao Mingshu saw plenty of people supporting the Zhao family and felt her face burning. The Zhao family may be the top extraordinary clan, but there are many artifacts they can't appraise. If it hadn't been for me today, he might have missed White, Wu Chen. Now I'm picking personally. Even if he doesn't know the artifact's name, it's definitely not cheap. Holding the Zhuanyuan sword in my hand, my eyes showed a hint of nostalgia. I began explaining. In ancient times, the Yellow Emperor and Qiyu fought a great battle. The gods forged the Zhuanyuan sword from copper mined from Mount Shou. The Zhuanyuan sword is pure golden yellow, a holy ancient sword. It is a divine weapon for slaying demons and evil. When fighting Demon Lord Qiyu, it worked wonders twice the results with half the effort. After the Yellow Emperor defeated Demon Lord Qiyu, the sword was passed to Xie Yu. Dai Yu wielded the Zhuanyuan sword and accomplished great feats while controlling the floods. The Xia dynasty was founded on it. Hundreds of years later, Xia was destroyed, and the sword ended up with Shang Tang. Shang Tang carried the sword into battles, defeated the three ancient evil blades, and founded the Shang dynasty. Afterwards, Zhuanyuan's sword disappeared because it was always held by the human emperor. It's also known as the emperor's sword. Is that real? It's the emperor's sword. I don't know about anything else, but the streamer's storytelling is top-notch. All these human emperor tales told by the streamer. I've never heard any of them. Who knows if he's telling the truth or not? If you want to know, that's easy. Just ask the streamer to recognize the artifact live. If this really is the emperor's sword, it has to be at least a perfect grade artifact. The chat exploded. Everyone thinks I'm making up stories again. It has to be at least a perfect grade artifact. The chat exploded. Everyone thinks I'm making up stories, with no evidence. Just then, the system prompt sounded. Zhuanyuan sword type divine weapon attribute, premium quality, legendary special ability. Sword of the Emperor, sovereign physique. How to use, hold Zhuanyuan sword aloft. Infuse it with imperial aura. When used by a compatible deity, it can significantly enhance the power of their kin. Host authentication successful. Drawing a reward from Zhuanyuan's sword for you now. Ding, congratulations, host. You've obtained the Emperor's aura ability. For targets weaker than yourself, you can intimidate them with just a glance. I feel a surge of warmth flow through my body. A strong, confident aura radiates from me. Immediately after, I take a deep breath. I slowly pick up Zhuanyuan's sword. The moment I grip it, the sword emits a defiant resonance. My breathing quickens. I'm crystal clear about the weight and value of this divine sword. This sword carries the fate of over 1 billion Waxia people. How can a mere mortal body bear all this? If not for the blessing of the human emperor's fate, meaning an unwavering belief in Waxia, one would simply be unqualified to wield it.
Human Emperor Zhuanyuan above.
This junior, Yang Jian, descendant of Waxia, is fortunate to receive the sacred sword of the earth today. I have a single wish, to lead Dragon Nation back to the top of the world, so that future generations won't suffer from chaotic evils. If the Earth's deities are watching, please believe I can shoulder this responsibility. Then I will rise with sword in hand. If you judge my virtue unworthy, please seek another hero for the land. Now I dare to give it a try, awaiting divine judgment. After speaking, I take a deep breath, slowly using my strength. I lift Zhuanyuan's sword. The sword feels incredibly light. I raise it effortlessly into the air. In an instant, Thunder booms across the heavens. Within the clouds, one can faintly see dragons swirling about. In the east of the firmament, a surge of majestic purple energy begins to rise. It blankets the land of Shenju. Dragons swirl faintly within the clouds. In the east of the firmament, a surge of majestic purple energy begins to rise. It blankets the land of Shenju. The livestream explodes instantly. Oh my god, why is it suddenly thundering? WTF, same here. Bro, where are you? It seems like it's thundering everywhere in the country. It was just clear and sunny moments ago. I feel like I'm between the clouds. I think I glimpsed a dragon's silhouette. What's that vast purple energy across the sky? It feels like my whole body is filled with power. At the same moment, several top officials of Dragon Nation are watching the live stream intensely. I identified the nation's guardian deity. It caught the officials' attention, but now they can't sit still. They all look out the window together. Is that really a dragon in the sky? One official trembles all over. Another, an elderly man in a wheelchair with graying hair, swallows hard. When I was young, I read in an ancient book that purple energy from the east is a special fortune for Waxia. This is the divine artifact that protects our Dragon Nation. Dragon Nation's deities are truly awakening. At this moment, a grand voice resounds from the heavens above. The human emperor's sword has appeared. The great dragon of the nation awakens. Purple energy comes from the east. The fortune of Dragon Nation is reborn. Every Dragon Nation citizen hears this voice clearly. Did you hear that? Yes, the human emperor's sword has appeared. The great dragon of Waxia awakens. Purple energy from the east. Dragon Nation's fortune is reborn. I heard it too. WTF, even I heard it from abroad. What are you Dragon Nation people up to? What did you guys hear? How come we didn't hear anything? Foreigners can't hear it. Everyone realizes the nation's fortune is returning. True divine transmission. Only people of Dragon Nation can hear it. Purple energy from the east. Dragon Nation's fortune is reborn. The chat is flooding in a flash. The same words fill the screen, and in my ear, the system's voice rings out as well. Congratulations, host, unsealed. The human emperor's Zhuanyuan sword has awakened after 1,000 years of slumber. Dragon Nation's consciousness reawakens. Dragon Nation's fortune is enhanced. All extraordinary people of Dragon Nation receive a level boost. A surge of warmth instantly enters every extraordinary person of Dragon Nation. It flows into the body of every extraordinary individual in Dragon Nation. Even the top officials far away in the imperial capital feel their strength increase. Old sir, did you feel it too? Yes, someone in this world raised the human emperor's sword. It has brought our nation's fortune back to life. Extraordinary individual strength is also boosted. Who would have thought our nation's fortune, stagnant for years, would be revived today? Closely monitor his every move. Be ready for official intervention at any moment. A genius who can revive our national fortune must be well protected. And the wind fire wheels identified earlier, I faintly sense the original Dragon Nation fortune within them. They're anything but ordinary. Inside the Zhao family treasury, I'm panting heavily. Zhang Yuan's sword bears the fate of billions far from easy for a mortal. Lifting it is anything but easy. I feel myself nearly exhausted. I slowly lower the divine sword. At that moment, the tip of the sword sweeps out a golden flash of divine light, leaving a deep gash on the alloy treasury wall. I stare in shock, but it's not the power that shocks me. After all, it's an ancient divine weapon. Mere alloys are no match for it. If it unleashed its full power, even the entire blue star might not withstand it. This was simply a result of lowering the blade, not even considered an attack. What really shocked me was how it pierced the wall. In that instant, it felt like Zhuanyuan's sword completely acknowledged me. No more trace of heaviness. This is the sword of the human emperor. How could an ordinary human match it? But it actually feels willing to be wielded by me. It's almost as if the sword and I have known each other a long time. It has been waiting for me for ages. What's going on? What rank of extraordinary is the streamer? He just cut through the Zhao family wall with one swing. What a dazzling golden light. Feels like my eyes are getting blinded. Even through the screen, that light still blinded countless eyes. I just smile in silence. After all, I'm holding an ancient divine weapon, Baka. This is the signature treasure of our Sakura country. Nonsense. Clearly, it's Master Lee from our kimchi country. I'm from Lighthouse Nation, and I'm willing to pay top dollar for it. The legendary show from Sakurakoku. Fart, that's clearly from our kimchi nation. Master Lee, I'm from the Lighthouse country. I'm willing to pay a high price to buy it. Audiences from all nations are getting emotional. They're interested not just in value. The Zhuanyuan sword is biased toward power. Nothing in the world can match its sharpness. As for power, the other countries. The Mao Divine Sword makes you look tough just for not kneeling and worshipping it. Master Li, this Zhuanyuan sword is officially yours now. Please make sure you take good care of it. The Zhao family head looks grave. He knows petty thieves will covet it. But as the top extraordinary family, the Zhaos will never go back on our word. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it. Let me state this seriously. If necessary, our Zhao family can assign extraordinary individuals as bodyguards. The Zhao family head is still worried.
He reminds Master Li.
A legendary sword belongs with a hero. If we just keep it here, it's such a waste. Zhao Kongchen comes over admiringly. You have no idea how cool you looked just now holding that sword. I immediately screenshot it as my phone wallpaper. Stay away from me. I look at him with disdain. Just imagining a grown man's phone wallpaper being me gives me the chills. Hee hee, alright. Do you remember what item Bai Wuzhang needs to ascend? I changed the subject. Of course I remember. It's called the Morning Club, right? Zhao Kong chimes in immediately. That's the Guardian. He'd never forget. You're in luck. I carefully store the Zhuanyuan sword in my spirit space, then squat down and pick up the kimchi I just saw, handing it to him. Zhao Mingshu steps forward. Master, you don't mean to tell me this is Bai Wuchang's morning club, do you? For real? Absolutely genuine. I smile faintly and begin to explain. In the underworld, the official who handles capturing souls refers to He Wuchang as the faultless enforcer, and Bai Wuchang as the soul collector. Zibian He Wushang uses the soul chaining lock. Bai Wushang uses this morning club to intimidate ghosts. If any ghost causes trouble or refuses to obey, he wields this club as intimidation. Whether vagrant ghosts or ghost kings, one strike from this club, and their souls are completely destroyed. They use the club to command and intimidate. No matter if it's a wandering ghost or a ghost king, one hit from this club, and their spirit will be obliterated. Honestly, I don't want to hype up this lame kimchi so much. But with Longguo's cultural break, people need some encouragement. After explaining the system prompts, Morning Club acquired. Type, Magic Treasure Attribute, High Quality, High Level Ability, Ghost Suppression. How to use. If you meet a rebellious ghost, just swing it hard. Hit them and their souls will scatter. I'm stunned. This system description is both down-to-earth and underworldly. No mistakes host appraisal successful. Drawing a reward for the Morning Club for you. Ding. Congratulations, host. You received the item Vengeful Ghost Soul. Vengeful Ghost Soul allows you to summon a vengeful ghost once killed by the Morning Club. This vengeful ghost soul acts on your command and has 4th tier extraordinary power. I'm taken aback. Bai Wuchang is honestly pretty powerful. Any ghost that has been killed by the Morning Club can be a 4th tier powerhouse. Right at that moment, a mood-killing comment suddenly appears on the bullet screen, and it's a special scrolling comment that cost a rocket. Extremely eye-catching. You Longo people really are trash. Making such a big deal out of a single high-level divinity. Some people might not know, and think you've awakened something amazing. I frown slightly, thinking about how to respond. Soon, a second comment pops up. My god can crush you with one hand. I'm standing right outside Zhao Clan's door. If you've got the guts, come out and face me. But I bet all you Longo people are just a bunch of weaklings and spineless losers. I'll give you 5 minutes. If you don't come out in 5 minutes, I won't bother waiting for you anymore. I trade looks with Xiao Kongcheng. The chubby kid immediately speaks into his earpiece for security. Security, what's the situation at the gate? Young master, it's Li Mingyuing, the youngest son of a Mi Corporation family in Kimchi Nation. They do some business with our Zhao family, supposedly here for business today. Not sure how they ended up provoking us. What do we do, Zhao? Kongcheng looks at me worriedly. I curl my lips. Do what, exactly? They're shouting at our door already. Curl my lips. Do what, exactly? They're already yelling outside our house. Teach him a lesson. Chubby's face looks troubled. That's not going to work. This Li Minggren is the son of a rich businessman from Kimchi Nation.
He actually has a rare divinity.
My Bai Wuchang is only a high-level one. I purse my lips and say, you have the morning club now. Just ascend it. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Zhao Kongcheng slaps his forehead and hurriedly summons Bai Wuchang. In the next instant, a chilling aura fills the entire Zhao family treasury. Even people in the live stream can feel a cold wind blowing through. Is this the legendary Soul Reaper, Bai Wuchang? That oppressive aura is terrifying. Even seeing Bai Wuchang for a second time, I still feel like my life is about to be snatched away. But Bai Wuchang is only a high-level divinity. Can he really beat Li What's-His-Name's rare divinity? Is there a better option? Bai Wuchang's voice echoes through the treasury. Cold winds blow again and again. Even though it's broad daylight, everyone in the Zhao family can't help but feel like they're in the underworld. Respected Lord Bai Wuchang, this is your divine tool. Now it's back to its rightful owner. Zhao Kongcheng takes the morning club from my hand and presents it to Bai Wuchang like a treasure. This is my morning club? A look of excitement actually appears on Bai Wuchang's pale face. He takes the morning club. In the next instant, a mist of gray clouds swirls from the club. Gold and wood clash. In that moment, it's even harder to tell them apart. The temperature in the hall drops several degrees instantly. Zhao Kongcheng can't help but sneeze. With the morning club in hand, Bai Wuchang's aura surges. He begins to ascend. In a flash, Bai Wuchang completes his evolution. From my perspective, his stats change. His stats undergo a dramatic shift. Type, Yin Divinity Bai Wuchang. Attribute, Yin Quality, Rare Abilities, Soul Capture Ghost Illusion. Beyond the upgraded quality, there's also a new ability. Because the contracted divinity ascended, Zhao Kongcheng's level rises as well. 4 levels up at once. Now he's level 4-6. A 4th-tier extraordinary individual. Wow, leveled up to a rare divinity. Master Li, please accept my respect. Sensing his transformation, Zhao Kongcheng is visibly excited. He almost kneels down to thank me. Just in one day, he leveled up 7 times. He broke through from level 39 to level 46. This leveling up speed is even faster than a rocket. If it weren't for my help, he would need at least a few years. Don't interrupt important things. I hurried to stop him. This guy is really straightforward. If he lost in private, then so be it. But in front of so many people from the Zhao family, and millions of live viewers watching the stream, I can't accept this bow. Master Li, for our Zhao family and the entire Dragon Nation, you've shown immense kindness. At this moment, the Zhao family patriarch stood up and spoke. Master Li, your achievements are plain for all to see, both sentimentally and rationally. Bowing to you is what we should do. Kneeling might be too much, but a respectful bow is completely appropriate. Needing to kneel over such a small matter. Is it necessary, second young master of the Zhao family? Why does he seem a bit foolish and loaded? The audience in the live stream, seeing Zhao Kongcheng lowering his status like this, were speechless. At the same time, I heard a system notification in my mind. Host assisted a deity in successfully advancing, drawing White Wuchang's reward for you. Ding, congratulations host, you've drawn a divine skill. Soul Snatch lets you pull out a target's soul. The greater the difference in power, the more souls you can snatch from them. Soul Snatch lets you pull out a target's soul. The greater the difference in power, the more souls you can snatch from them. 3 souls and 7 spirits. According to the description, the stronger the enemy, the fewer souls I can snatch. But even pulling out just 1 spirit is enough to hit them hard. But logically, this is Black Wuchang's ability. How did I extract it from White Wuchang? Well, they're brothers, so it's reasonable. I looked at Zhao Kongcheng and said, White Wuchang has advanced as well. Go meet that kimchi guy. Zhao Kongcheng immediately nodded, then looked at White Wuchang and respectfully addressed, Lord Wuchang, There is someone from the fanbang outside at the gate calling out your name. Would you please teach him a lesson, sir? Upon hearing this, White Wuchang picked up the morning stick and snorted coldly. Fanbang's false god even dares to challenge us on Dragon Nation's land? Stepping onto our Dragon Nation territory is a direct insult to us. Where is he? I'll go meet him right now. At the same time, in a secret underground chamber in Dragon Nation's capital, the top leaders representing the nation's elite gathered together. They stared intently at the big screen showing my live stream. Today they assembled here, just for me alone. From today onwards, all actions involving the living world are now top-level classified operations. The leading figure was the first to speak, deciding so quickly. Is this a bit too rash? We should observe for a while longer. A member from the living world raised the Zhuanyuan sword. Haven't you noticed the vision of purple air from the east? We've already confirmed. Dragon Nation's fortune has significantly increased. All extraordinary beings in Dragon Nation have leveled up. Do we need to keep investigating? The previous leader retorted. From now on, spare no expense in nurturing young Jian. Give him the best resources. Old man, I support you. A middle-aged man slapped the table and stood up. When the Windfire wheels were just successfully identified, in the National Treasure Vault, there's a statue resembling a child deity, and suddenly fire emerged from its entire body. It extinguished quickly, but I'm guessing this statue must be related to that beacon fire. The fire extinguished quickly, but I'm guessing this statue must be connected to the Windfire wheels. Divine artifacts awakening, statues showing visions. That's almost unheard of. This statue must be extraordinary. I dare say, only the living world can solve its mystery. My abilities have completely convinced these bosses. Which team should we send over? Besides the Dragon Clan, are there any other options? That's right. Only the Dragon Clan can show how seriously we take this. Then let the Dragon team go. Send them immediately. Also, don't interfere in the fight between Zhao Kongcheng and Li Mingyuan. I actually want to see the person challenging the Zhao family at their door. What kind of power they really have. But even though White Wushang has advanced, Zhao Kongcheng still lacks real combat experience. As a descendant of Dragon Nation, facing foreign provocation, I believe this chubby kid won't let us down. Outside Zhao family's gate, Li Minggren is already standing side by side with his deity. I glance at the status panel. Mother Bear King.
Type, Beast God, Element, Earth, Rarity, Epic.
Divine Skill. Bear King's Roar. I was stunned for a few seconds. This kimchi guy really can make anything into a deity. It's just a mother bear, but they treat it as a god. Looks like you've got guts. Li Minggren confidently lights a cigarette. Let me introduce. My contracted deity is the mother of Tanjun in our stick nation. Mother Bear King's words immediately blew up the chat. Dude, is this for real? Tanjun could barely be a god. But Tan Chun's mother, a bear, is considered a god too. If that's the case, then the stray dog at my doorstep could be a dog god, right? This kimchi nation is really something. Their king is born from a bear? Tan Chun's father really went for it. Li Mingyuan obviously didn't see the mocking barrage. Seeing me and Zhao Kongcheng remain silent, he thought we were scared. His laughter became even more arrogant. Since you came out, fight with my deity. Today I'll make sure the first god to appear in Dragon Nation loses to our stick nation. The first god I encountered, defeated under the overwhelming might of my great rod nation. White Wuchang's face twitched twice nearby. Well, since we're already here, I looked at White Wuchang helplessly. Let's just fight anyway. White Wuchang sighed quietly. He picked up his morning staff and walked toward the Mother Bear King. The Mother Bear King let out a loud roar. Quite imposing. But in the next second, White Wuchang slammed the staff right onto his head. The Mother Bear King howled in agony. He rolled on the ground non-stop. Over, White Wuchang curled his lips. He looked at Zhao Kongcheng. Kid, even though I've made a pact with you, at least get me a proper god to duel with. For a proper fight. Is this thing seriously called a god? Li Minggren was stunned. He shouted at the Mother Bear King rolling on the ground. Get up. After a few hits, the Mother Bear King finally stood up. With another roar, he charged forward. Lord Wuchang, be careful! Zhao Kongcheng yelled. White Wuchang's eyes grew cold.
he said coldly, still daring to act up.
His morning staff flashed with a faint glow and slammed down with force. This time, the Mother Bear King didn't even make a sound. A shadow drifted right out of his body. The morning staff actually knocked the Mother Bear King's soul right out. His huge body crashed heavily to the ground, remaining motionless, as the soul floated midair, looking completely confused. At that moment, Li Mingren spat blood. Damn, did I just see that right? His soul just got knocked out. Looks like that's the case. Didn't the streamer say? Black and white Wuchang are gods who guide souls. Knocking someone's soul out like this is reasonable. Zhao Kongcheng looked coldly at Li Mingren, who was vomiting blood.
He turned to the security guards.
Get someone to send Mr. Li to the hospital. I'll cover all his medical expenses. He's still a business partner of the Zhao family after all. Some injuries are inevitable in sparring. We can't lose our manners. Yes, several guards quickly carried Li Mingren away. I curled my lips and said, boring, I thought it would be an intense fight. Zhao Kongcheng was a bit confused and asked, Master Yang, since they're both rare gods, why is his Mother Bear King so weak? Mother Bear King is so frail, huh? Settles so easily, I replied calmly. A god is something. You can't just call yourself a god and be one. It doesn't work that way. To become a strong god, you need enough followers to worship you. The more incense offerings, the greater the power. So naturally, the stronger you'll become. That dumb bear just calls itself a god. But I bet even the kimchi crowd don't truly believe it. That it's a god or whatever. Zhao Kongcheng exclaimed in shock. I smiled slightly, nodded and said, of course. You can't just decide to be a god. A true god either ensures prosperity for its people, or performs miracles for its followers. All the gods in our dragon nation can do these things. But as for that bear,
Except the kimchi crowd saying,
that it birthed their ancestor Ten Jun. Where's the merit? So that's how it is. Zhao Kongsheng nodded slightly. The stream chat started discussing. The streamer makes sense. Humans worship gods. And gods get their power from human worship. I think the God Chorus mentioned this. Too bad, no matter how knowledgeable the streamer is. Our dragon nation still doesn't have many gods. Other people's gods may not be high quality, but they have lots of them. Seeing the chat, I immediately said, let's make a bet then. Within a year, I guarantee the number of Waxia gods will break 100. Among them, there will be at least 10 epic level gods. That's some wild boasting. Just saying 100 with a quick lip movement. Streamer, do you even realize what 100 gods means? Most countries in the world don't even have 100 gods. Our dragon nation is at the bottom when it comes to number of gods. We're ranked last among all nations. And you talk about epic level gods? You think epic level gods are as common as cabbages in the field? Just everywhere? People were warming up to me a bit. But now, seeing my bold claim, they couldn't help but mock me.
Hey.
How could sparrows comprehend the ambition of swans? I scoffed with a laugh. The mockery started. Hey, how could sparrows comprehend the ambition of swans? I scoffed with a laugh. The Zhao family members hearing this couldn't help but feel embarrassed for me. Forget Dragon Nation. There are only a handful of epic level gods worldwide. Not that easy to awaken. Master Yang, I have a request. The Zhao family patriarch spoke up. What is it? I turned my head. It was obvious. The Zhao family didn't believe me much. I didn't bother to explain. Let's just see how it turns out. Actually, we want to hire you as our chief god statue appraiser at Zhao family. Your ability is unquestionable. Our family has collected quite a few god statues. For each god statue you appraise, our Zhao family can let you choose one divine artifact from our treasure vault. Originally, Zhao family wanted to pay money, but then thought hiring you with money would be an insult. So many divine artifacts in the vault. Hidden jewels gathering dust. Only in your hands can they shine. Upon hearing these terms, I felt a bit tempted. Helping you appraise divine artifacts is fine, but I need to livestream the whole process. I set my condition. Just as the Zhao patriarch nodded, a sound of footsteps suddenly erupted. Everyone turned as one. A group arrived, dignified and imposing. Soldiers with steady steps walked toward us. Young Master Yang, we're from the Dragon Squad. My name is Long Yi. The team leader wore a sharp military uniform. Stars glittered on his shoulders, showing his special status. He took out a dazzling golden badge as he spoke. A golden dragon encircled it. Dragon Squad? That legendary secret organization? Heard all members of Dragon Squad are at least level 60. 6th tier extraordinary ones. Never expected. The streamer's affairs have already attracted official attention. The audience in the live stream was shocked. What big deal? It's just some clueless young guy. The Dragon Nation officials aren't actually buying into his nonsense, are they? Where are you gonna find 100 gods just like that? Not so easy. The Zhao Patriarch, seeing Dragon Squad in person, his expression shifted. He originally wanted to hire me as a senior consultant. Zhao family may be the top extraordinary clan, but doesn't represent the government. He knew better than anyone what Dragon Squad means. Having so many Dragon Squad members here shows just how much the authorities value me, how much the government values me. Hello, may I ask what's going on? I basically know what Dragon Squad represents, so I'm fairly polite. The higher-ups want to invite you to join the official team. Wondering if you're willing. I knew it. Dragon Squad showing up. They definitely want to invite the streamer to join the authorities. Confused. This guy just got insanely lucky today. He only identified 2 divine statues. Isn't that worth a bit more evaluation? And now he gets recruited just like that? Even though I've shown my exceptional abilities, most people still doubt if I'm qualified to join. The authorities want me on their official team. That's fine, but I have one condition. I responded without hesitation. State your condition. Long Yi has gotten full authorization. As long as the condition isn't inhumane, we can accept it. Longo's national fortune is at its weakest. The hope of turning things around rests with me. They're willing to do whatever it takes. But he's still a little anxious, afraid I might be reckless. No need to be so nervous. My condition is actually quite simple. When I stream, I have to be able to go live at any time. Long Yi is a bit surprised. He doesn't know why I insist on streaming live. But he still agrees immediately. Sure, we support streamers going live. Awesome! Didn't expect the streamer's request to be this simple. The streamer really cares about his viewers. As soon as I finished speaking, tons of gifts flooded the screen. My popularity value skyrocketed. Quite a few of those sending gifts are viewers from Japan and Korea. They're afraid they won't get updates later. Really going all out. But that's fine too. As long as I'm strong enough, they'll see what the gods of Longguo can do. Actually, we have another important task for you. Long Yi's face turned serious. What important task? The decennial divine war is about to start. Divine war. This is the first time I've heard this term. Divine war. It's a long story. I'll explain it to you later when there's time. I'll tell you everything from the beginning. The divine war determines national fortune. It's a major event for the entire world. Ordinary people aren't allowed to know about it. Now that I've entered the official radar, I'll soon be needed. So Long Yi is bringing up the divine war. What exactly is that? Sounds so grand. Long Yi is bringing up the divine war. What exactly is that? Sounds pretty impressive. Should the streamer end the broadcast first? Is this something we're allowed to hear? The viewers are just as clueless as I am. The upcoming divine war is basically Longguo's doomsday. Just hand over the human emperor sword to our Korea, and maybe we'll let Longguo become our vassal state. Koreans, get lost. This is a Longguo stream. You're not welcome here. Divine war. We'll definitely defeat your country's gods and crush them completely. Mocking from foreign users fired up the chat, soon drowned out by angry responses. It determines national fortune. I realized sharply, the situation is worse than I thought. I heard that Longguo hasn't had a new awakened god in 10 years. So the situation is pretty dire. Is that right? Yeah. Long Yi nodded emphatically. As the leader of the dragon team, and as an official representative, I formally invite you to join Longguo's officials to help Longguo. So you need to understand the responsibility you're carrying. In the divine war, only our country's gods can participate. But Longguo has too few identified gods, so we're at a huge disadvantage. We've lost several times in a row. Longguo's fortune is at rock bottom. If we lose again this time, It'll be impossible to recover. Don't worry with me here. We're basically guaranteed to win this divine war, I said confidently. The streamer really knows how to talk big. He just learned what divine war is. And now he's making promises like that. Our Longuo is putting all its hope on such an unreliable young guy, which is just crazy. Everyone, stop staying in Longuo. Come move to the lighthouse country with me. Traitor, get out. This is Longuo. You're not welcome here. Even if we die, we'll stand together with Longuo. Everyone doubts me, but they all have strong feelings for our homeland. Absolutely no betrayal. Long Yi got a definite answer. He saluted excitedly. Before coming here, the officials already discussed this. Starting today, you can contract any divine statue in Longuo for free. You can pick any divine relic you want. Seriously? All divine relics, just take your pick. Aren't you worried he'll grab the relics and bail? Longuo is already backed into a corner. And they actually trust this little brat who's barely grown. All the people of Longuo, your countdown to extinction has started. The viewers see Longuo placing their hope in me. And whales fill the chat. No thanks, regular relics don't interest me. I shook my head. Now, the most important thing is awakening the gods. Epic relics aren't needed just yet. I can wait until we need to fight. I'll need Master Yang's help again soon. Long Yi saluted again. I nodded. Alright, everyone. That's it for today's stream. Next, I need to head to the official base. Nothing left to appraise, so no need to keep streaming. I ignored all the messages begging me to stay live. I ended the stream without hesitation. After whispering to Zhao Mingshu, the Zhao family head approached. Mr. Yang, is there anything you'd like to bring? We can escort you home to get your things. You'll be moving to a more secure location after this. Please bear with us. Your performance today was truly outstanding. Long Yi explained. I understand Master Yang and Miss Zhao Mingshu has impressive skills. We hope you'll let Mingshu go with you to the capital, so she can provide you close protection. The Zhao family head looked at me earnestly. He didn't manage to keep me as chief appraiser, but sending Zhao Mingshu for protection at least builds rapport. I looked over at Long Yi. If Mr. Yang agrees, that's fine. Long Yi replied seriously. Zhao Mingshu is the heiress of the top extraordinary family, with a clean background and great power. She's about the same age as you. Long Yi knows he can fight on the front lines, but keeping you company is another matter. Peng Da and I are around the same age. Long Yi knows he's fine with fighting on the battlefield, but keeping me company and chatting isn't really his thing. Then just go together. I'm also interested in the Zhao family's wealth. I'm counting on the chubby kid to send more super gifts in the future. Zhao Mingshu said happily. Aren't you going to get some things ready? I was puzzled. No need. Let's just go like this. Whatever I need, the Zhao family can send it over later.
He didn't dare to waste any time.
As we left, there were tons of trending searches all over the internet. Shocking. There will be 100 star gods in Longuo within a year. The ancient artifact, the Renwang sword, appears in the world. The legendary battle of the gods relates to the nation's fate. Under escort, I arrived at a courtyard inside Beijing's first ring road. Master Yang, this will be your residence. We still have some tasks to hand over. Starting tomorrow morning, there will be protection around you 24/7. Please don't leave tonight for now. Long Yi said. Don't worry. I'm living next door. Even if something unexpected happens, just call out, and I'll show up right away. Zhao Mingshu pointed to the courtyard next door. I nodded. Entered the room. The yard is spacious and bright, simple and elegant. Sat down in the room. I opened the system to check my stats. This live stream never dropped below 1 million viewers. But Zhao Koncheng alone gifted me hundreds of super gifts. My popularity points just broke 5 digits. The shop still has the same kinds of items. I closed the shop. I'll check again after tomorrow's refresh. For now, the goal is to quickly save up 500,000 popularity points to buy the Nuwa Remnant statue. Before that, unless I see an extremely cost-effective item, I'm not planning to use them. 500,000 points will need. Tens of millions in gifts. That's no small amount. After washing up, I briefly reviewed everything. Today's stream earned me over 10,000 popularity points. Looks like a lot, but I'm still short for Nuwa need to think about tomorrow. Seems like a lot, but it's still not enough for the Nuwa exchange. Tomorrow I have to figure out a way to earn more. Lying in bed, feeling bored. I scrolled through the trending searches on various major platforms. Most of them are related to me. Today I lifted the Zhuanyuan divine sword as a mere mortal. Revived the country's luck, causing many Longguo supernaturals to level up to some extent. The official dragon squad even invited me to join. The internet is full of speculation about me. But what I said about 100 Longguo deities awakening within a year is still met with skepticism. Admittedly, it does sound like a big claim, but only I know I'm not just talking nonsense. Longguo has tens of thousands of deities. Even if we identify 100 a year, it would take centuries to wake them all up. As for epic-level deities, they might be rare in other countries, but I can name a bunch off the top of my head. Naja, Alangshan, Nuwa, San Wukong. They're all at least epic level. It all depends on whether you're lucky enough to come across them. Today in the Zhao family's treasury, I even saw Jubaji's nine-toothed rake. That's got to be at least legendary level. Longguo's mighty deities are countless. I have zero worries about Longguo's future. With all this media coverage, my live stream tomorrow should be able to attract even more viewers. I thought to myself, I also saw all the major platforms filled with contrarian hot takes from these IPs.
Clearly, my performance today
Really agitated those foreign haters. They're doing everything they can to smear me. When I checked around, I even found posts leaking my info, saying I have a criminal record, claiming putting the nation's treasures with me is a losing move. Looks like they're really getting desperate. I smirked, put down my phone. Without realizing it, it was midnight. I patted my head. System shop. I smirked, put down my phone. Without realizing it, it was midnight. I patted my head. The system shop has updated. Although I was planning to save those points for Nua's statue, if something good pops up, I can't miss it. Open the shop. Today's items have refreshed. Level 1 Thunder Attribute Divine Crystal 400 points. Raises a Thunder Attribute God's level by 1. Level 2 God Statue Blind Box 2000 points. May randomly get common to rare quality items. Level 2 God Talent Blind Box 2500 points. May randomly get common to rare quality items. And integrates into the host's body universe ring. 5000 points. No identification required after acquiring this divine item. All attributes visible, because the Nua remnant statue is pinned on top. Only 4 new items have been refreshed today. They're pricier than yesterday, but not must-buys. However, the last one really surprised me. Not only did I see Naja's windfire wheels today, but now I've even found the universe ring, and it's the same tier as one of the 3 main rebels in heaven. Naja's level is definitely not low, and his divine artifacts are anything but simple. Naja was born as the reincarnation of a magical demon pill. The universe ring is used to suppress his demon nature. It's not ordinary at all. If I can also get the fire-tipped spear and the red armillary sash, Naja's divine set will be complete. Then all I need is to find his statue. For the fully awakened 3-altar sea assembly god to emerge, just Naja alone would be enough to beat gods worldwide. Just thinking about it gets me excited. I gritted my teeth and immediately bought the universe ring. 5,000 it is. A top-tier prince's treasure for just 5,000? That's a steal. The system must be giving me a crazy discount. Even though I spent half my popularity points, it's absolutely worth it. Universe ring divine weapon, rare quality. This divine artifact is special until Naja's statue is fully awakened. Its details are hidden. Ability sealed, diamond body. Ability sealed, diamond body. I stared in disbelief. I already have it, but still can't see its rating. Naja, the 3rd Lotus Prince, is impressive as expected. The 3 great rebels of heaven. 1 monkey, 2 golden puppets. 3 eyes, 1,000 dogs. None of them are simple. Looks like I need to hurry up and find Naja's statue and gather his artifacts. I can't wait anymore. I really want to see a fully awakened Naja appear. When the demon rebirth comes, those foreign haters will be so scared they'll run off. Meanwhile, outside my courtyard, Zhao Mingshu was on high alert, scanning the surroundings. There were several corpses at her feet. An hour ago, an elder surnamed the told him, "Tonight, we'll deliberately leave some openings. You and the dragon squad keep an eye out then. See if any assassins show up. From their mouths, we probably won't get any valuable info. Keeping Yang's world safe is top priority. If you find them, eliminate them on the spot. With this mission in mind, he was lying in wait outside, waiting to see who would take the bait. Sure enough, several showed up, all eliminated on the spot. Long Yi walked out from the backyard, took a look at the bodies, and gave a cold snort. You were right. Tonight is really not peaceful. I killed several over there too. Zhao Mingshu spoke coldly. Whoever comes tonight gets killed. Master Yi's plan is to intimidate them in one night, so they won't dare have any evil intentions toward the living anymore. This is called throwing a powerful punch first, to prevent being overwhelmed by 100 later. How Long nodded and left. The time shifted to the dawn of the next day. When I got up, all the corpses in the yard had been dealt with. I walked outside. Zhao Mingshu stood there with a serious expression. She looked around warily. Besides her, there were many guards outside. Yang Jian, for your safety. We've added a lot of guards. Zhao Mingshu stepped forward. These guards not only protect you, they also are responsible for permanently guarding your safety. All the guards in this courtyard, including me and Long Yi, will obey your orders unconditionally. All the guards, including me and Long Yi, will obey any instruction you give without question. I smiled slightly. Any instruction? Yes, he nodded immediately. I said calmly, you killed so many assassins last night. You didn't sleep at all, did you? Zhao Mingshu looked at me in shock. Last night, they kept everything as quiet as possible. She didn't expect me to be so perceptive. Looks like I'm not just an appraisal master. I've got top-notch combat talent too. First order, go to sleep, I said calmly. Long Yi, come with me to the National Treasury. I'll start today's work. Zhao Mingshu was touched seeing me care about her. She was really moved. As a member of the top family, an heiress, and an official think tank talent, she absolutely trusts Long Yi. Because Long Yi was trained by the government since childhood, he's absolutely loyal. Not long after, Long Yi came to us. Master Yang, do you have any instructions? Take me to the Dragon Nation's treasure vault. I'm ready to start identifying divine artifacts. Okay, Long Yi led the way ahead. A group of soldiers guarded us all around. Just the two of us. I got in the car, took out my phone, and started the live stream. As soon as it started, tens of thousands of viewers flooded in, and the numbers kept rising quickly. After yesterday's all-day hype, everyone online knows now. A young man famous for his arrogant words. Master Yang, 100 divine artifacts. He's not joking. I admit you're really impressive. But isn't this claim a bit much? The Dragon Nation's viewers' comments are still quite polite. Who wouldn't hope their country is strong? But the comment section is also full of foreigners stirring things up. You guys actually believe this? Didn't you see yesterday's posts? The living world is just full of scammers. 100 divine artifacts. Even our great lighthouse nation wouldn't dare claim that many. Theft. Soon. The number of online viewers exceeded 1 million. I looked at the comments and sneered. This comment is pretty interesting. Your lighthouse nation has only existed for 200 years. You build your territory by taking others' land. In other words, you have no heritage whatsoever. To me, your so-called gods are all jokes. I can't be bothered to argue with you, but I can responsibly tell you. If you plan to keep watching my stream, my fellow countrymen will show you what beautiful Dragon Nation art is, what beautiful Dragon Nation language is. With that, I stopped looking at the comments. The Dragon Nation viewers' feelings were clearly stirred up. All sorts of beautiful Dragon Nation language completely drowned out the foreigners' smear attempts. Sitting in the car, I slowly raised 3 fingers. Let's set a small goal today. Identify 3 divine artifacts. All are from the Dragon Nation. I know you guys. This group of foreigners is still watching me, and I know what you're thinking. Alright, I'll raise the stakes a bit. With that, I took the Zhuanyuan sword from my mental space. The divine sword appeared on the stream. Foreign viewers worldwide all had their eyes light up. You see this Zhuanyuan sword in my hand? I know all you foreigners desperately want it. Don't say I'm not giving you a chance. Starting today, I'll successfully identify 3 Dragon Nation artifacts daily. Each one from Dragon Nation. If I ever fail to do so, this Zhuanyuan sword, I'll do a giveaway right on the stream. Whoever snags it gets it. As soon as I said this, Long Yi, driving, was startled. When he got the task yesterday, those big shots said, "This divine sword boosts the Dragon Nation's fortune. It's as valuable as I am. Besides protecting me, he has to safeguard the divine sword from greed too." But today I threatened to give it away. Long Yi was so shocked his heart raced.
He quickly said, Yang Jian, you.
I calmly replied, "Relax. I know what I'm doing. I promise. I can identify 3 Dragon Nation artifacts daily. I'll set this divine sword right in front of those who covet it. But they'll never reach it. So they'll always be like a bunch of hungry dogs eyeing a chicken leg in their owner's hand, staring at it, but never tasting it." Long Yi stared at me in a daze, and finally nodded. "But I'm not letting you watch my stream for free either," I said coldly. "If I fail, I promise to give you the Zhuanyuan sword. If I don't achieve it, I promise I'll throw the Zhuanyuan sword for you foreigners to draw lots for. But if I do achieve it, you foreigners will have to sell your houses and land, and still gather 500 super rockets for me." Those who just posted comments, "Don't even think about running away later." Everyone online now uses real name authentication, linked to their phone numbers. I just need to ask the authorities to check, and I can find you in person. If you don't send me gifts, while Dragon Country currently doesn't have many deities, we have more than enough firepower before going offline every day. If you foreigners dare to hold back even one rocket from me, I guarantee the Dragon Country authorities will send a real rocket right to your home." Hearing my words, Long Yi, who was beside me, also spoke solemnly to the live stream. Mr. Yang Jian's words, "I, on behalf of the Dragon Country authorities, agree." As soon as he said that, foreigners worldwide were all stunned. Although China has few deities, it has no shortage of planes and cannons. Dongfeng Express always delivers. Even the lighthouse country wouldn't dare doubt the weight of that statement. What's there to be afraid of? This guy is definitely just putting on an act. No new deities have appeared in 50 years. Do you really believe him? That he can authenticate 3 deities worth 500 super rockets each in a single day? We, the lighthouse country, have the money to take up this challenge. Who's afraid of whom, Yang Jian? Your Zhuanyuan sword will eventually be displayed in our British Museum. Unconsciously, the car arrived outside the Dragon Country official treasury. Long Yi got out and opened the car door for me. "Master Yang, please." Long Yi gave a standard military salute. "Ladies and gentlemen, next we are going to the Dragon Country official treasury. It said there are many unauthenticated divine statues inside. I'm feeling a bit excited. The white impermanence I saw yesterday wasn't of a high rank. I wonder if I'll see a legendary divine statue this time. I'm more excited to find in the National Treasury the statue of Naja, the third prince, whom I've been longing for. I wonder this time if I'll be able to see a legendary divine statue. I'm even more hopeful that the National Treasury holds the statue of Naja, the third prince, whom I've been longing for." To those foreigners who just accepted the challenge, watch me closely. See how brother performs today? On the way, Long Yi briefly explained the situation to me. The Dragon Country's treasury is divided into many sections. Some are for displaying statues of our own deities. Some rooms hold divine artifacts, and some other rooms are specifically for displaying statues of foreign deities. I was a bit surprised. We have statues of foreign deities here. Yes, some statues, after authentication, can be determined not to belong to our Dragon Country. If there's a corresponding country willing to pay a sufficient price, we can hand over the statues to them. Similarly, many statues of our Dragon Country's deities are scattered outside, and some might even exist undiscovered in various parts of the world. Long Yi spoke as if recounting family treasures. Besides me, millions of viewers in my live stream also learned something new. So our Dragon Country's treasury also has foreign stuff in it. Don't think too highly of it. We have foreign statues here, and foreign countries also have our statues. The fact that we haven't authenticated any new deities in 50 years is probably related to this as well. Yeah, those foreigners are really wicked. In the British Museum, they still keep so many of our treasures. Hiding our divine statues and artifacts is definitely something they do too. Because Dragon Country hadn't authenticated new divine statues for decades, its national destiny had weakened to rock bottom. In recent years, it had paid a huge price multiple times to trade with foreign countries. But the traded statues couldn't be awakened either. Moreover, being able to authenticate which country a statue belongs to is inherently a rare occurrence. Most statues are just piled together. Only a small portion, those that are humanoid and have distinct features, can be confirmed to be from Dragon Country. Today, let's first authenticate the gods of Dragon Country. I'm certain it's from Dragon Country. Let's authenticate Dragon Country's divine statues today. Long Yi led me to the entrance of a room. Pushing the door open, more than 20 divine statues were displayed in the vast space. No way, does our Dragon Country only have about 20 deities? I was a bit surprised. I knew the number wouldn't be large. But this is too few, isn't it? Over 20 divine statues? Am I dreaming? Thank you, Master Yang, for broadening my horizons. Are the people in our country just sitting around doing nothing? 50 years researching over 20 divine statues, and not a single one has been figured out? The audience, seeing the empty room, with only a couple dozen divine statues, was very shocked. Actually, the number of divine statues our Dragon Country possesses is, of course, not just this small amount. The divine statues in this room already have some research findings. We can be 100% certain that they are statues of deities belonging to our Dragon Country. Long Yi explained. No problem, it's fine. I scanned around. I basically recognize all of these 20-odd divine statues. However, the specific authentication still relies on the system. Then I'll start the authentication. I walked up to a divine statue with my phone in hand. It was a tall, thin figure. A man dressed in armor with a sword at his waist. On his belt, 3 archaic characters, Chun Tung Pass, were clearly carved. Long Yi immediately stepped forward. The authorities have verified through multiple channels and ultimately determined that there is no place name called Chun Tang Pass within Dragon Country. Do you know where it is? I took a deep breath and nodded, saying, this is an ancient name. It has been renamed now. It's normal that you couldn't find it. Chun Tang Pass. The answer is obvious now. This divine statue should be Li Jing. What puzzles me is the pagoda bearing. Heavenly King Li, where is his pagoda? Does the streamer recognize this divine statue? He looks like a general. He must be a military general, right? I checked the divine statue's information. Li Jing, commander of Chun Tung Pass. Type: human immortal attribute. Sword. Quality: high-grade divine power sword immortal. Awakening method: consume 50 popularity points to unlock. Cultivation method: consume 50 popularity points to unlock. Advancement method: consume 100 popularity points to unlock. A hint of understanding flashed in my eyes. I see. A hint of understanding flashed. I see. This is Li Jing during his time as commander of Chun Tang Pass. Not yet Li Jing after being conferred the title of Heavenly King. Perhaps Naja hadn't caused trouble in the sea yet during this period. No wonder he's only a high-grade deity. Li Jing, before being conferred as a Heavenly King, could become a high-grade deity. Also, in the river, though he is immortal, but even Li Minggren's great mother bear can become a god. Why can the mortal Li Jing,
The same deity?
can have different divine statues at different periods? Complete fusion is the true complete form. I pondered, resting my chin on one hand. I didn't see Naja, but I did see Naja's father, so it's not a wasted trip. Since his father's divine statue is here, Naja's divine statue might also be collected in the National Treasury. No rush, let's look around more. If I don't find Naja, it's not too late to release his father afterward. After all, he's a higher deity. His combat power probably isn't that high. Let's move this deity statue to the main hall first. I pointed at the statue of Li Jing. I'll decide later whether I want to meet you. Long Yi had no objections. He immediately ordered someone to move it. Zhao Goming I recognized another immortal. I walked around the room once. I found that all the deity statues here were of human immortals, and each had very distinctive features. So, the Longuo appraisal team can tell they're Longuo's immortals. Master Yang, do you find this a bit difficult? Long Yi saw I hadn't started appraising yet, and nervously asked. Actually, we've done some research on the statues in this room, but because we're worried those reports might affect your judgment, Master Yang, we didn't bring them out right away. No need, I recognize all these deity statues. I replied calmly. I can understand the official concern. After all, Longguo's cultural heritage has been broken. Their research is likely wrong. Like the Bai Wushang with bring wealth with one arrow written on his head, who was mistaken by Zhao Kongcheng as the god of wealth. But the real 5 gods of wealth in the national treasury ride black tigers and carry iron whips, holding iron chains and looking like generals. But were then appointed civil officials in charge of wealth by Jiang Ziya. That's highly misleading. Who knows what appraisal reports would say? A general's appearance. Yet Jiang Ziya made them civil gods of wealth. That's seriously misleading. Who knows what's actually written in their reports? I'm just considering which deity would offer the best value to appraise first. Each deity advances differently. Some are strong, but their upgrade materials are hard to find. Even the officials would have trouble gathering them all. I've definitely seen some statues you won't find anywhere else. So the trip wasn't in vain. If I can't decide, I'll just draw the Zhuanyuan sword right away. I've already bought my plane ticket, and I'm ready to go to Longguo to accept it. Master Yang, even if you can't appraise right away, it's fine. As long as you can appraise even one more before the War of Gods starts. It's helpful, Long Yi said hurriedly. They haven't appraised a single statue in 50 years. But on my first day, they expect me to do it. That's honestly a bit much. They think it's best to study for a few more days. Even identifying just one would increase their strength. Don't worry, like I said. I'll appraise 3 deity statues every day. No more, no less. As for the Zhuanyuan sword, I want them to see it but never touch it. I glanced at the live comments. And sure enough, a bunch of foreigners were jumping up and down. But I ignored them, relaxing and taking it slow. Long Yi knows there's no rushing this, so he didn't push me again. Our research report. Do you want to take a look? No need. I shook my head. It's better to teach a man to fish than to give him a fish. I can look at the official appraiser's comments and teach them a few things. But until the orthodox mythology system is fully established, it's too soon. There's a historical gap. These deity statues are completely unfamiliar to them, so it's not that meaningful to explain now. Better to bring them here. Long Yi insisted, motioning for his assistant to get them. These top-secret materials. They've even shown during the live stream today. There's no reason to hide them anymore. Seeing his insistence, I didn't refuse either. Better to point out their mistakes, so they don't keep going down the wrong path. Before long, he insisted, so I didn't refuse. I pointed out their mistakes, so they wouldn't stray further. Soon the report arrived. Isn't this scam way too basic? They even let him see their top-secret research report, and aren't afraid he'll leak it. Are all Longguo officials idiots? Once he reads the report, he can just make up stuff based on it, and who could tell if he was lying or not? I ignored the live comments. After reading the report, I walked over to a deity statue, with a cane and a wine gourd on his back. It was exactly that wine gourd. This distinct feature that made the official side confirm it was a Longguo deity. System, please appraise. I silently muttered in my heart. Master Yang, do you know this deity? Long Yi saw me start working, and excitedly asked. Of course. I nodded confidently. I began to explain to everyone. Thousands of years ago, a group of mortals cultivated and became immortals. Among them, 8 of the most powerful were called the 8 immortals. This one in front of us is one of the 8 immortals. He's the medicine king, since he always used a cane.
He's also called Iron Crutch Li.
Iron Crutch Li loved wine to the extreme, and he was the leader of the 8 immortals. Legend says he was just a scholar before becoming an immortal. I introduced him in detail. The livestream audience listened with fascination. After the introduction, the system notification sounded. Ding! Congratulations to the host for a successful appraisal. Drawing a reward from the Medicine King for you. Ding! Congratulations to the host for getting a bottle of Supreme Elixir. There are 10 pills in total. If a person who hasn't died takes one, lost limbs can regrow, and injuries heal completely. After the revival of the Medicine King Iron Crutch Li's deity statue, it gains special attributes. If a deity takes it, they can undergo a special advancement. A bottle of pills instantly appeared in the system storage. I couldn't help but smile. Not only can people take the Supreme Elixir, deities can use it too. It's my first time hearing about special advancement. I wonder if giving it to Li Jing in his human form would let him directly advance into the pagoda-bearing heavenly king. But there are conditions. The Iron Crutch Lee's deity statue must be revived first. Promote to Toda Heavenly King. But there's a condition. This only works after the Iron Crutch Lee statue is awakened. I slightly lift my gaze. I look at Iron Crutch Lee's attributes. Medicine King type, human immortal, wood attribute. Rare quality, magical abilities, pharmacology, exorcism, soul projection. Awakening method, consume 800 popularity points to unlock. Cultivation method, consume 800 popularity points to unlock. Advancement method, consume 1,500 popularity points to unlock. Looks like a support type deity. Though it's rare, its practical significance might not be that big. Rare quality. The popularity points required for appraisal increased a lot. It adds up to more than 3,000 points. After 2 days of hard work, I managed to save up 20,000. Using so much all at once, I really feel reluctant. But still, if the Great Elixir can truly let Li Jing ascend to Toda Heavenly King, then it would be extremely valuable. System appraisal. I grit my teeth and make my decision. Meanwhile, inside the monitoring room, Elder the watches closely through the monitors, tracking my every move. Elder the, that statue of the child with a special connection to the wind and fire wheels. Are you really not going to let it be appraised in the mortal world? An assistant-looking person asked. Elder the shook his head and spoke softly, saying that statue is too unique. Not only does it respond to the wind and fire wheels, but also, it is specially linked to the statue whose belt reads Chenting Pass. There's special connection there too. Today I specifically arranged to place that statue near the treasure vault's entrance. But Yang Jian seems to have no intention of appraising that statue. Didn't he have people move that statue to the hall? The assistant said, but in the end, he still doesn't seem interested in appraising it. Elder Yi pondered for a moment. It's not that I don't trust him, but statues that can resonate with special divine artifacts, or have unique connections with other deities, have only appeared a handful of times in the world. Over so many years worldwide, there have only been a few. Such unique statues shouldn't be handled lightly. Statues like these can't be brought out casually. The assistant immediately nodded in understanding. I'll deliver Dragon Medicine's documents to him. All right, go ahead. Inside the treasure vault, after the system deducted 3,100 popularity points, Iron Crutch Lee's advancement methods were fully unlocked. Awakening method. Place the Medicine King statue in 999 jars of aged liquor over 10 years old, and loudly invite the Medicine King to taste the wine. That'll awaken him. Cultivation method. Consume elixirs, spiritual herbs, or high-quality liquor. Advancement method. Medicine King's gourd plus iron crutch. When all 8 immortals gather, quality increases by 1. This system is so stingy. Even if I didn't spend those 2,000 plus popularity points, I could roughly guess how to cultivate in advance. The Medicine King's 2 most famous treasures are the Iron Crutch and the Gourd. The 8 Immortals bond goes without saying. If it weren't for the Great Elixir's special advancement, I absolutely wouldn't appraise this statue. I still need to save points to buy a Nuwa fragment. Can't just waste them carelessly. A system prompt rings out. Cultivation and advancement methods updated. Cultivation method. Consume elixirs. Spiritual herbs allow you to communicate with the Medicine King. Find suitable materials and let the Medicine King refine them himself. If you try to refine too many at once, the Medicine King will gift the extras. Alternatively, high-quality liquor lets the Medicine King brew his own. Advancement method. Medicine King's gourd plus iron crutch. Once the Medicine King's level exceeds 20, each level up might trigger a quest for divine items. When all 8 immortals gather, quality increases by 1. When not all 8 immortals are present, each extra immortal increases power by 3 levels. That's more reasonable. At least the points spent don't feel as wasted. I turn to Dragon 1 beside me. Do you want to awaken this statue now? Can we? Dragon 1 asked excitedly. Of course you can. It just depends if you want to. Are you guys going to awaken it now? Can we? Dragon 1 asked excitedly. Of course you can. It depends on whether you want to. I nodded seriously. I need to report this. Although Dragon 1 has authority, Awakening a deity can impact the entire dragon nation. He can't make the decision alone. After a while, after finishing the call, he walked back to me saying, Master Yang, the awakening can happen anytime. Just depends on when it's convenient. Did you select a contractor? Yeah, I've selected one. According to the info you just gave, we found the youngest medical PhD in the nation. I believe he's the best fit to contract with the Medicine King. Alright, before he arrives, go prepare 999 jars of aged liquor over 10 years. In Dragon Nation's culture, wine is the essence of the craft. Requiring 999 jars makes sense. Okay, I'll get someone on it right now. No need to check with the higher-ups for something so minor. During the call, I heard the big shots are watching the live stream too. Now across Dragon Nation, is there anything more important than awakening a deity? Soon after, the aged liquor was arranged neatly in the central square. I brought the statue to the square. At that moment, a young man in a white lab coat approached. Dr. Chan, Dragon 1 saluted him. Am I seeing this right? It's actually the most famous medical PhD in Dragon Nation. Anyone know who this guy is? Who won the last Nobel Prize in medicine? Do you know? It was a medical master from our Dragon Nation. And this handsome guy, is that master's only last disciple? If I remember right, his name is Chun Wuxian. He's only 24 now, and he already has 3 PhDs. With so many people in the live chat, Chun Wuxian was recognized as soon as he appeared. Hello, Chun Wuxian. Wearing glasses, every gesture shows his scholarly charm. Today, the Medicine King is entrusted to you. I joked. Don't worry, I won't let down everyone's trust. Chun Wuxian said earnestly. The Medicine King has medical research too. If you can earn his approval, maybe you'll be the next Medicine King. If you can earn his approval, maybe you'll be the next Medicine King. That'll be you. Iron Crutch Li was awakened after careful consideration. Normal deities only boost strength, but the Medicine King not only enhances battle power, he also has expertise in medicine and pharmacology, which might be helpful. Turns out, he's practically a healer deity. Can't the streamer praise something with more fighting power? The warrior spirit in Chinese people's bones makes most people look down on support-type deities, including me, if it weren't for the Great Elixir's second effect, wanting Iron Crutch Li's awakening. I would have given up on him. Chun Wuxian took the statue, placed it in the center of the wine jars, and shouted respectfully, invite the Medicine King to taste the wine. Instantly, a rich medicinal aroma filled the square. Everyone felt a surge of energy inside. It seems that everyone's strength has increased a bit. Then, a celestial figure began to materialize on the statue. It was the drunken immortal elder with a gourd in his mouth. The system notification sounded. Detected, the statue of Medicine King Tigua Li has revived. The second attribute of the supreme elixir has awakened. I grinned nice. It all worked out, but what I didn't expect was a rich medicinal fragrance began to emanate from the immortal elder. Everyone present felt as if they had taken some magical elixir. Their cultivation increased by quite a bit. I felt it the most out of everyone. My realm advanced by 4 levels instantly. This support-type healer looks ordinary, but the amount he can heal is incredible. Long Yi and the others also felt their levels increase. They exclaimed in shock, "Oh my god! My level just went up." Thank you, Medicine King. Thank you, Master Yang. At the same time, Old Li and the others in the monitoring room were shocked to see their cultivation increasing. They also saw the attributes of the Medicine King. After it all ended, they immediately found Chun Wuxian and told him to make good use of the Medicine King's attributes. After it concluded, they immediately found Chun Wuxian and told him to work closely with the Medicine King. I originally thought a support-type healer deity wouldn't be that significant. But to my surprise, this Medicine King can actually directly increase the level of transcendence. Once the Yang realm identifies enough deities, the Medicine King's role will really shine. The assistant nearby nodded happily. Yes, Elder, the battle of the deities is coming soon. We were worried before that even if we awakened enough gods, the low levels among transcendents would still pose a big issue. Who would have thought that the deity we identified today would surprise us so much? Elder the nodded, saying, the Medicine King's divine artifact is a gourd. Right? There must be a lot of magical elixirs in that gourd. Send someone to search the divine artifact vault at once. Any artifact that looks like a gourd. Pull them all out. Find a way to have the Yang realm identify them. It's the Medicine King Li Juan, leader of the 8 immortals of Dragon Country in the vault. The Medicine King's voice seemed to resonate in everyone's mind. All the transcendents present leveled up. Whoa, this healer is unstoppable. Just awakened and can already help everyone level up. If we nurture him properly, can't you quickly train up other deities and elevate the whole transcendent level? Whoa, streamer. Take my respect. I was wrong, streamer. That's vision. Do you understand what vision is? The comments were coming in fast on the screen. I took a moment to glance at them. I felt a bit embarrassed. Actually, I had no idea the Medicine King had this feature either. This op super healer is just amazing. Inside a black business van outside the vault, a middle-aged man with blonde hair and blue eyes stared at the deity mark on his arm in disbelief. The phone's urgent ring snapped him out of it. He finally came back to his senses. Lawrence answered, "What on earth is going on?" Lawrence quickly replied, "Sir, I have leveled up too. I didn't even enter the vault. I was just outside on the street. Even from here, the Medicine King's power affected me. That's terrifying. The Dragon Country's deities are literally gods. It's like a cheat code." Meanwhile, the Lighthouse Country president flew into a rage. Damn it, why? How can a single rare deity have such insane abilities? Level up out of nowhere. Then what about all our transcendents? Going through those grueling trials? Are we just overflowing with energy with nowhere to put it? Is it all for nothing? Now, one deity appears and can just give transcendents free level ups? If Dragon Country transcendents can level that fast, isn't that like taking a rocket up? No way, absolutely not. All assassination attempts against Yang Jian by Lawrence failed. So shift the target. I want you to get rid of this Chen Wexian at all costs. I won't allow Dragon Country to have such a powerful deity. The president's roar was deafening. Lawrence also understood what this deity meant. After hanging up, he immediately dialed another number. Assassination Squad 7, on standby. Get ready to assassinate Chen Wexian and seize the Medicine King. What's his name again? Whatever. Just kill Chen Wexian first and we'll figure it out. I had no idea what was happening outside. Inside the vault, the Medicine King looked at me, nodded slightly, then turned into a beam of light and merged into Chen Wexian's body. A gourd-shaped mark appeared on Chen Wexian's left arm, showing that he had become the Medicine King's representative in the human world. He closed his eyes to sense his body's changes. After a long while, he opened his eyes, his face full of joy. "Thank you, Master Yang." Chen Wexian bowed respectfully to express his thanks. I raised my gaze slightly and looked at Long Yi. I gestured for him to come over. Long Yi immediately understood and leaned in. I lowered my voice and said, "This Medicine King can let transcendence level up out of thin air. A deity like this will definitely make enemies scramble for him. Starting right now, you must protect Chen Wexian around the clock." A cold light flashed in Long Yi's eyes.
He said softly, "Master Yang."
"Don't worry. With us, the dragon ancestors, I guarantee no one can touch Chen. With our dragon squad here, I guarantee no one can even touch Dr. Chen. What are you two whispering about?" I glanced at the chat, rolled my eyes and said, "Don't get involved in street gossip." All right. Next, let's start evaluating the second deity. Long Yi, that statue I asked you to move to the main hall. It's already in the hall. Very good. I nodded slightly. Looking at Long Yi, I've read your profile. If I'm not mistaken, your extraordinary level is quite high. But you haven't formed a contract with any deity yet, right? Long Yi was a bit stunned. He nodded. All right. Do I have the authority to decide the contract for the statue? If I do, then the statue in the hall is yours, I said calmly. Long Yi instinctively touched his earpiece. In the monitoring room, Elder Yi's expression changed slightly. He smiled and said, "Yang Jian is going to evaluate that statue. Good. Long Yi, this statue should be extraordinary. You're worthy of it. It's yours." After getting affirmation, Long Yi immediately looked at me. All right, once you get to the hall. I didn't waste any time. I directly revealed the deity's identity. Everyone, This statue is General-in-Chief Li Jing of Chenting Pass. He's immortal. The level is advanced. My words immediately made the livestream explode. A mortal can become a god? So we're letting Long Yi contract with an advanced deity. Wait, isn't the host suddenly slacking off? There's so many statues in the treasury. Why pick immortal for Long Yi? I thought handsome Long Yi was going to awaken some super powerful deity, but didn't expect this streamer to be so stingy. He's your bodyguard after all. Can you treat him a little better? Poor Long Yi. Even Long Yi looked at me in surprise,
He thought I'd at least give him a rare life form.
but didn't expect it to just be an advanced one. There's definitely a sense of disappointment. Just advanced. Definitely some disappointment. But he adjusted quickly, told the stream. Everyone, don't be like this. As Master Yang said, although my extraordinary level is high, but in reality, I don't even have a contracted deity of my own. Now that Master Yang can give me one, I'm already incredibly grateful. As you all know, rare deities are called rare for a reason, which proves they're indeed scarce. After all, advanced deities are the most common class of all. Long Yi's words calmed everyone down. That's true. Seems we all forgot. Currently, advanced awakened deities are the most numerous worldwide. Those above rare are very few. Even higher levels are extremely rare. Long Yi's even started self-deprecating, feeling even worse for him now. Just imagining such a handsome guy can only have an advanced deity. Makes me so sad. I spoke a bit jealously. Wait, did you guys forget what this stream is about? I'm here to evaluate deities, not for you to gush over Long Yi's looks. Quiet. Looks are justice, don't you get it? As long as he's good looking, the worldview follows the facial features. I curled my lip, glanced at the dignified Long Yi, sighed. He really is handsome. Plus, the special agent vibe makes him even more heroic. If we're judging looks, I definitely lose. I coughed lightly, stood in front of Long Yi, blocked the camera. You're all too superficial. Let me tell you. Next, you'll definitely call me handsome. Just wait and see. As I spoke, I walked toward the hall. Li Jing's statue was already placed in the center. Evaluating Li Jing, without hesitation, I told the system. Li Jing, General-in-Chief of Chenting Pass. Type, Human Immortal. Attribute, Sword. Quality, Advanced. Divine Power, Sword Immortal. General-in-Chief of Chenting Pass. Type, Human Immortal. Attribute, Sword. Quality, Advanced. Divine Power, Sword Immortal. Awakening Method. The contractor stands in front of the statue, shouts 3 times. Respectfully invite the General-in-Chief of Chenting Pass to return. Cultivation Method. Combat. Advancement Method. Divine Items Sky Gang Blade Linglong Tower. Each divine item allows 1 ascension. He was clearly stunned for a moment. Awakening and cultivation for advanced deities really are simple. Awaken. Just shout, no special requirements. Li General-in-Chief truly cares for the people. Lives a clean life. Cultivation method? Just 1 word. Fight. Just do it. I almost suspect the system is slacking off. But hey, makes things easier. Long Yi, I told him the awakening method. Long Yi, always quick and decisive, stood in front of the statue and began shouting, respectfully invite the General-in-Chief of Chenting Pass to return. Respectfully invite the General-in-Chief of Chenting Pass to return. Respectfully invite the General-in-Chief of Chenting Pass to return. Once he finished speaking, the stone began to crumble bit by bit. A flesh and blood body appeared. Soon Li Jing, clad in armor, appeared alive before everyone. Definitely an advanced deity. The entrance wasn't that flashy. True, I smiled calmly. Make the contract. Long Yi didn't hesitate, and completed the contract. Thank you, Master Yang. Hey, it's not over yet. Thank me later. I smiled mysteriously. Not over yet. Long Yi was surprised. Of course, didn't I just say? What I'm about to do next is way cooler than your face. I grinned. Long Yi scratched his head, a bit embarrassed. Someone's jealous of Long Yi's looks. Who is it? Not saying. Earth-type guy is gutsy. Competing in looks with the eyes of God guy. I rolled my eyes. Took out a great rejuvenation pill from the system space. Handed it to Li Jing. General Li, I prepared a little token of respect. Congratulations, General Li. General, just a small token from a junior. Congratulations on your soul's return, General Li. Li Jing accepted the pill and thanked me for the gift, then swallowed it. I watched expectantly. Actually, I'm taking a gamble. The Great Rejuvenation pill can let a deity advance, but the exact effect is unclear. But I bet anything from the system is always top tier. As a transmigrator, who else to trust but the system? Sure enough, the next second, Li Jing's body began to glow gold. The light grew stronger, eventually covering his entire body. Whoa, what is happening? What's that special pill? That gold light is blinding. Wow, the golden legend. I smiled and kept quiet. After a moment, the golden light faded. Everyone was stunned. Li Jing was no longer clad in silver armor, but wore the Heavenly King armor, red and green mixed. Sword in left hand, tower's shadow raised high in right. I checked the attributes again. Even I was shocked. Li Jing, Heavenly King who holds the tower, type, human, immortal. Attribute, sword. Quality, perfect. Divine power, sword immortal, treasure tower. The chat instantly exploded. Ward, am I seeing this right? Perfect, my bro is joking around. A high-level deity took a pill and instantly became perfect. Something feels off. Look at the content next to Li Jing's name. He went from being the general of Chenting Pass to the guardian Heavenly King. What's going on? Long Yi's eyes are filled with shock. Master Yang, this. I smile with pursed lips, looking at the live stream. I shamelessly speak up. Before answering your questions, I need to ask one first. Am I handsome or not? But the flood of comments I expected didn't appear. The entire stream is dead silent. The atmosphere is extremely awkward. All the viewers chose to stay silent. Just won't let me show off this vibe. Really won't let me show off? Too mean. Long Yi stands behind me, trying hard not to laugh, but his shaking shoulders gave him away. I ask through clenched teeth, are you laughing at me? No. No. Absolutely not. Long Yi's face turns bright red from holding it in. I'm a professionally trained Dragon Nation agent. No matter how funny something is, I won't laugh. Looking at his tightly tensed face, I really have no reason to get mad. I turn and glance at the live stream. Did I turn the comments off? As soon as I said that, Long Yi couldn't hold back again, laughing so hard he doubled over, tears streaming down his face.
Sorry.
Master Yang, I just couldn't hold it in. Now I'm totally out of patience. Fine, fine. I admit you're more handsome than me. Okay. But my high-level advancement to perfection, isn't that cool too? Finally, viewers started commenting. This prankster streamer is so funny. But honestly, what's really going on here? Hey, streamer, what did you feed that deity? He just advanced from high level to perfect instantly. I purse my lips and say, you wanna know? Sure. Now the screen is full of the most handsome host in the world comments. I'll tell you then. The stream goes silent again. Then a slow comment drifts by, suddenly not so interested in knowing. Anyway, we have a perfect deity now. As for how he advanced, that's not important. By the way, streamer, there's still one left. Which one are you checking next? A triumphant smile creeps up at my lips. The last one, deity appraisal. Let me keep you in suspense first. I'm ending the stream now. I'll restart it in an hour. Viewers didn't get a chance to comment. Stream ended. I let out a long breath. Long Yi steps forward and asks Master Yang, what's this about? What do you mean by this? I turn my head slightly, looking right at the camera in the vault. The camera quickly turns away, but it's too late. All right, stop hiding. I know you've been watching me the whole time. I purse my lips. I've been acting for so long. Finally, I shut up the viewers. Didn't reveal the secret about the pill in the stream. Aren't you guys going to come meet me? Long Yi's face changes. Old Yi's voice comes through the headset. We're coming down right now. Long Yi immediately tells me, Master Yang, please wait a moment. I nod slightly. Soon. Several middle-aged men in administrative jackets come out. The leader is old. Nice to meet you, Mr. Yang. The reaches out his hand and introduces himself. My name is the Fangzhou. I'm the director of the Dragon Nation National Deity Administration. Deity Administration. I'm a bit surprised. I noticed the camera was following me all along. Long Yi's instructions also came through his headset. It shows someone with higher authority is monitoring. This is a national level treasure vault. Such monitoring is for protection. I totally understand, but I didn't expect the people behind it to be this high profile. The Fangzhou is a textbook figure. I shake his hand. You're very smart. The Fangzhou looks at me with satisfaction. We really picked the right person. I give a faint smile, Olda. Serving the country is my honor and duty as a citizen of Dragon Nation. No need to be polite. You must have noticed as well. The reason I acted out that whole thing, the debate about who's handsome, was to leverage the livestream effect, taking advantage of the viewer's playful mood, to keep this secret safe, to keep this secret. As I spoke, I took out the box filled with Supreme Elixir and handed it over. This is the Supreme Elixir I just gave Li Jing. These are pills I made by hand. The effects are extremely potent. They can almost bring the dead back to life and heal even the gravest injuries. And for deities to take it, it will have unique effects. Now I'm handing this over to the nation. In exchange for granting me a special privilege, the Fangzhou looked at the pill, finally nodded and said, I smiled slightly. Since I'm willing to give this to you, I think the country can see my determination to be loyal to our nation. So I hope, from today on, no matter what I bring out, you won't question the source. If necessary, I'll explain it to everyone. But not right now, because Longguo is still very weak in the path of deities. Any appearance of something shocking will attract the greed of foreigners. Even assassination attempts. The assassins who tried to kill me last night already proved it all. I'm sure you understand this too. The Fangzhou took a deep breath and nodded, agreeing. If I hadn't thought of these things, why would I have Dragon Yi and Zhao Mingshu stay up all night to protect your safety? Last night, since they failed, they probably realized the dragon team was present. I'm not that easy to handle. They won't target me again anytime soon. But now they're surely shifting their attention to someone else. Their goal isn't just assassination, but also to steal his deity. The Fangzhou nodded slightly and spoke the name. Chanwexian, that's right. The ones sent by the deity to assassinate have surely contracted with a supernatural being. That's why I gave the second deity to Long Yi. They must be contracted extraordinary individuals. That's my reason for giving the second deity to Long Yi. A look of realization appeared on Long Yi's face at once. I understand. I now possess a perfect tier deity. Although I'm not sure yet about combat methods, my power is enough to handle those seeking to steal. A chance to ascend. I nodded slightly. You are the first in our nation, and currently the only one, who has a deity of such high level. That's a huge responsibility. Yo Wang Tegui Li may only be a rare level deity, but he has the power to upgrade transcendent beings if a foreigner gets hold of him. I'm sure you understand the consequences. Long Yi replied solemnly. Mr. Yang, Director Thee, rest assured. Even if it costs me my life, I absolutely won't let that happen. The Fangzhou took a deep breath and patted me on the shoulder. Mr. Yang is not just an expert at appraising deities, but also incredibly shrewd and has far-reaching vision. Even I have to admit I pale in comparison. A talent like this, so loyal to our nation. Our country is truly blessed. I said calmly, there's no need for such words. I have already given you the supreme elixir. If more deities appear in the future, who it should be used for, I hope you will consider it carefully. There are only a limited number of these. They must be used to their fullest effect. Understood, the Fangzhou nodded. I have a question. Not sure if it's convenient for you to answer, Mr. Yang. I chuckled. You want to ask? If doing live appraisal draws attention, why do I insist on streaming, right? The Fangzhou smiled and nodded. I shook my head and replied lightly, let me answer with a common saying. Just because you hear the magpies singing doesn't mean you should stop planting. Understanding dawned on both the Fangzhou and Long Yi's faces. They both clapped and laughed. I explained calmly, we citizens of Longguo stand proud and upright. We disdain sneaking around to build our strength. I want the whole world to witness the rise of Longguo and be powerless to stop us. I'm giving them time and chances to surpass us, until eventually, even just glimpsing our backs will be impossible. For them, even seeing our backs will be nothing but wishful thinking. Well said, the Fangzhou couldn't help but applaud. We people of Longo are open and honest. We despise dirty tricks and schemes. Someday, we'll amaze the world with our sheer strength. I smiled slightly and said in a low voice, if I'm not mistaken, Chun Wexian will be targeted for assassination tonight. Han Yi, I'm counting on you to work overtime. I'll be heading home soon. I'll let everyone in the stream see. You and Zhao Mingxu switching shifts to take a break, to put their guard down. But after the shift change, you need to become transcendent immediately and be ready at home for an assassin's arrival at any time. Understood, Long Yi nodded right away. An hour later, my home livestream started again. My stream is now dominating the top viewer charts. As soon as I went live, viewers swarmed in. No need for any announcements. And as they say, celebrity beauties can't compare to how good my digital mask looks. I sat in the chair, grinning as I started talking. 2 of the 3 targeted deities have been appraised today. The last statue, I plan to pick from the lucky viewers in the live stream. The lottery rules are pretty simple. I'll launch a gift ranking shortly. Top contributor gets priority to have their statue appraised. But if they don't have a statue, or if it's not a Longuo deity, it'll go to the next person. I'd love to do a completely random drawing, but it's not realistic. First, it needs to be popular. Second, people who actually own valuable statues usually have some cash to spare. But before that, please be patient for a moment. Your Long Yi is about to get off work. Let him switch shifts first. But you can start sending gifts now. As soon as I finished speaking, the gifts in the chat started rolling in. Viewer count skyrocketed. No, don't go. I haven't seen enough of Long Yi's handsome face. Why get off work now? Off work? Can't Long Yi be our eternal MVP? After Long Yi waved goodbye and went to sleep, Zhao Mingxu's appearance set the chat ablaze again. Wow, Goddess Xiao. Long Yi, stop calling me. I'm afraid Goddess Xiao will misunderstand. What kind of divine live stream is this? If it's not handsome guys, it's beautiful girls. After the shift exchange ended, I checked the leaderboard. The top spot is a viewer named Park, with a wealth score way ahead of second place. If nothing changes, that lucky winner is him. Alright, we've noticed. This Park sent 200 super rockets as gifts. Anyone want to top that? I glanced at the backend IP and saw it was from Kimchi country. Suddenly, I understood what's going on. These foreigners are afraid I won't roast them, waiting for me to appraise their Zhuanyuan sword, planning to get on voice chat and show whatever random statue I don't recognize, trying to trip me up. But I have to keep my word, and they'll probably gift it to the lighthouse father.